Uh-oh. That's not good. I
Bakery.
got a pop-up.
Oh.
fuck.
Twitch is good. I think YouTube's having a major issue right now. I'm gonna check that real quick. YouTube, stay with me, buddy. Hold on. Also, hi, Twitch. There's a dramatic death happening off screen for you.
What?
Oh my god.
The death of
Oh,
the
Matt.
death of YouTube.
It's
Oh,
about time.
It's
No.
about time. You know what? You're fucking right. Except CNators came back, so like we can keep a little bit of YouTube. Oh fuck. That's not good. We might have to restart.
fuck.
Bye, Twitch.
Hold on. I'm doing my best. Man, come on. Ow. Okay, no, we're good.
It's so fucking cold right now, bro. It is 50 degrees right now.
Also, Felix, what do you got going on in your background?
My living room.
Noise-wise.
Oh. Do you hear like kind of a clattering thing or like kind of a crunching thing?
Honestly, it's hard to tell. No idea. It's just
Do you hear it
something.
right now?
Not right now. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's crunchy.
Sorry, it was popcorn. I have
Okay.
the dryer and washer going too, so I thought it was that.
Gotcha.
But no, it's me being a snacky boy.
I'm gonna be real. It sounded
Sorry.
like a TV was on in the background for a second, and I was
Yeah,
very
I've been
confused.
getting really into to Foley work recently.
Ah, there you go. Hell yeah.
I was recording.
Actually,
I was recording for a desert sequence.
there
Walking on
you
sand.
go.
Mhm.
Actually, pretty solid. If that's what you're going for, yeah, absolutely.
I'm also trying to practice flying, so there's that too.
I also had an idea. I want to start doing. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh my god!
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
Flounder,
boy.
thank you for the resub.
You're
And by
welcome.
it, I mean my peanuts.
That was
My penis.
so
I'm
fucking
jorking
loud.
them.
Scared the shit out of me. Incredible.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that was
It's
loud for
funny.
stream, but I do think it was loud for me.
Oh wait, are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are live.
Yeah.
Oh, I would like to take back the
Thank you.
peanut comment that I said.
I mean, I was originally. I mean, this is before the episode. It's gonna get edited out. I was originally gonna wear a cock hat for this entire episode and not say anything about it. Patreon cut. Now you know. That didn't happen. So like,
Why?
it's fine. Why not?
Because we decided to dress up.
Yeah, we decided we were in cosplay.
Hmm.
And I'm cosplaying as a nerd. Being a dungeon
Me too.
master.
You could be like a dungeon master with a cock hat.
I could be a dungeon master with a cock hat. Honestly, I didn't need to dress up as dungeon master. Y'all are the characters.
I mean, for being real, like you need to have like 7 outfits for the
No,
different NPCs
that's
you're
true. We
playing.
should take like 8 breaks so I can go do costume changes.
A different cock hat for every character.
There you go.
That goes hard, actually.
Yeah, that's
deal.
that's
Everybody
for lore of this
subbing.
kingdom.
Thank you, guys. Eventually, that's all going to hit my bank account, and then I'm going to Venmo all of you.
One day.
One day. I don't know how Twitch works. I'm going
I
to see it
believe
pop
that,
up,
yeah.
though. All right. I should get that jam started.
Oh, please.
Let's start with... What do we want to listen to while we get the episode started? What are y'all feeling?
Give me some like give me some like Daft Punk. Give me some like
Some Daft Punk?
random
I'm
access
down for Daft Punk.
some random access memories.
Yeah.
Is it the same link?
Nope. I'm gonna drop one for you. I'm just gonna hit the this is Daft Punk playlist, and then I'm gonna hit you with a jam. Start a jam. And it's gonna go into the cast only regular chat because I have this window popped out currently for the call. There we go. Got some Daft Punk going. Let's make sure that's not audible on stream. I think we're okay. Yep, Spotify is muted on stream. Fuck yeah. Also, Felix, on stream currently, we can see like 3/4 of your face, and I kind of love that. You got the short guy, short guy shit
It's
going
my
on.
it's my
It's
stupid
rough.
fucking iPad, and like it's either I do that. Okay, so here are our options, right?
Okay.
I can't find like enough books to like fully support it, so it's like more like this, and for it not to fall. So we have this, or alternatively,
That's pretty good. I'm
I
about
kind
it.
of like this one.
all right, hey guys.
In none of those,
Holy
we can see your
shit.
cosplay, but I'm about it. Oh, there we go. There it is.
Yeah,
We can see the
there.
puffy chest now.
There we go.
Perfect.
I just have to put really big on top of it.
So fucking good. Incredible.
Yeah. Or I guess we could do like a.
Oh, the boomer. I see.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna be a little guy until I can get his computer
I'm-
situation fixed. I'm very sorry.
Honestly, about the little guy thing, I'm gonna be real with you. It's good. I think we're to the point now. YouTube's working.
Hey.
So I think we run the intro
Yeah.
and get started. Chat, we'll see you in a sec. Enjoy some music crafted by Felix over here. It's fucking beautiful. Fresh Rolls original.
We're fans, all of us.
Hi, welcome to Fresh Rolls, a piping hot tabletop RPG podcast coming to you live every Sunday night at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST. My name is Preoccupied, or Matt. I will be your dungeon master for tonight. We are playing more of A Time of Blood. With me, as always, are Felix Sictrix playing Skrunk, Sinking Flounder playing Ripple, Fomar She playing Wisteria, and Tofar Love playing Dio.
Our favorite little fuzzy guy.
Our favorite little
Wow.
guy, everybody's favorite, Dio. Nobody
someone's
wants
favorite.
Dio to die.
Me. I love fucking Dio. Sorry, I
Thank
fucking
you.
love
we
Dio.
we don't have somebody offering to pay me money to kill off Dio every episode.
The money will never-
Definitely not.
Matt, the money will never
Shout out
clear.
Pizza
I'm
Rat.
just gonna say it. The check will
No,
never
he's
clear.
good for it. He's good for it.
He's
I
not good
believe
for it,
pizza's
trust
good
me.
for it.
I don't think he's good for it right now.
You know what? Pizza can do no wrong in my eyes.
I
So
agree.
No wrong.
and with that, how's everybody's week? 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
It has been
2
a
weeks.
It's been half a
long,
month.
long time.
That's crazy.
I have missed you all immensely, as I'm sure you've missed me.
Always miss you.
Absolutely. Oh my god, the snail mug.
Yeah, I'm bringing in. I'm in a new room for the stream today, so I thought I would do a little flexing. Yes.
Oh.
Massive Felix energy.
I'm only able to put that in the living room. But no, good week. Happy to be here. Excited to be wearing my comfy clothes, and yeah, ready to structify some things.
Get skrunked, idiot.
Get scrunked. There you go.
Grunked. I also had a good week. I went on a hike yesterday.
What?
I
Oh, yeah?
looked at so many native plants and flora.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm doing great.
That's awesome.
What was your favorite plant that you saw?
There was this flower called a columbine, which I had never seen before, but it looks like a tropical flower, and I think it's crazy that it grows like in our state, which is
They're
not
beautiful.
anywhere tropic adjacent. They're so cool.
Nice.
Oh, and the Dutchman's breeches flowers are incredible.
The Dutchman's
look like-
breeches.
Yes.
Do they look like little
Look 'em up.
little pants?
Little pants. They look like little
What?
pants. But they also kind of look like little teeth.
Oh wow. Columbine flowers, gorgeous. It was called a Dutchman's
Hold on.
breech. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'm pulling it
yeah.
up on stream. Oh, they do look like little pants.
You do little pantaloons.
They're
Blue or
little
green.
pants. They, you know what? If somebody tried to describe a Dutchman to me, I'm pretty sure these would be the pants they were wearing.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just see teeth. I just see upside down
Yeah.
teeth.
They look
I mean,
like
they're a
teeth.
little tooth-like. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
they're
really
also
creepy.
just puffy pants.
If you say so.
I mean, I understand the naming convention. I get it. Yeah, Felix and I also went on a hike yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday, and Felix very graciously took me up to Flagstaff, Arizona, and we spent a
Mhm.
day up there. We took a hike
Aw.
through the
Aw.
Painted Canyon Trail, which was beautiful. On Twitter, I will
That was
post a picture
gorgeous.
of the waterfall we saw. That was fantastic. And the whole time, I'm an environmental scientist, for those of you who don't know, in real life. I was just nerding out about plants and fauna the entire time.
It was awesome. It was
It
like I
was
was walking with the tour
so
guide the
good.
entire time. I highly recommend going on hikes with Matt if you can.
Thank you.
I
for
had
a
a
very
blast.
good review. I stole some seeds because I'm trying to make a native Arizona lawn that's sustainable. So I planted some Navajo sedge in my backyard, and we're gonna see if that grows. But yeah, dude, it sounds like it's been a big week for nature.
Fuck yeah, nature.
Fuck yeah, nature.
Yeah, shout out to nature, guys.
Big fan of nature.
Big
Big fan.
fan. Well, Roman
Kumar
and I
and Roman.
painted all day today too.
You painted all day.
All day.
Oh, I you know what? I loved your sad little guy you showed me earlier.
Thank you.
Sad little guy.
The sad
I'll
little
send
guy
it
was
in
really
our
good.
chat.
Please, that'd be great. I would love
Would you
to
be
see
cool
that.
with me showing it on stream, or do you?
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. The sad little guy was honestly my favorite thing I've gotten in my inbox today.
Why is he so sad? What's his deal?
He's just melancholy.
Oh,
He's just a little sad.
He's
Aw.
so such a sad.
Here it is. Oh, hold on.
This I'm sending a second picture that I took of the other paintings, but I like it especially because my dog is side-eyeing the sad little guy.
It's so good. I fucking love the
Your
ship
dog's
on the
like, "Is this
ocean
supposed to-
behind that though.
He's like, is this play about
I
us?
hate that one. I was not a fan. I
Oh.
immediately gave it to Roman.
I'm such a
Messed
huge
up.
fan of that.
I'm
It looks
working
so
on
good.
water. Water's very hard to paint.
The painting's very hard. I can't do it. So I'm just impressed when people can.
Roman and I are going to be pros by the end of summer.
Fuck
Love
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Love that.
We've also planned to get just super jacked.
Yo, same.
That's also on the agenda.
Same.
I just-
That's a great plan. I love
I
that.
just turned 28, and by 29, I plan on being jacked. Like, totally and fully. I have a plan and everything.
Okay.
Period. We
Guys.
love that.
Yeah.
Can I give you a little side quest that went on Friday?
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
please.
For a little background, me, Flounder, and our friend Abby we're going out, and I was like, I'll be DD. We go downtown. I don't have any phone service because I was dealing with that, and it was not fun. So I was like, okay, can't call him, so I'll just kind of, it's like the olden days. You got to walk around, and just know where like things are. I park my car. I go into a card store right next to the bar we're going to. I get like a box of cards, and I'm like, well, I don't want to like walk around with this in the club. I'm gonna look crazy. So I walk back to my car, and as I'm walking back by myself, there's like it's just an empty like street, and it's these
Oh.
two guys, one yelling at the other to shut the fuck up like repeatedly, and I don't know what they're talking about. But he's very loud, and it sounds like they're gonna start fighting at any moment. And they're
Oh, yeah.
coming my way, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm getting a pit in my stomach. And the guy stops yelling at us for like the other guy and is like, "Hey man, can I have $1?" And I think he could tell I was freaked out because I like took a step back, like held my thing like really close, and I was like, "I don't have any money. I don't have any cash on me." And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, dude." And he walked off. They kept going back and forth at it, and then I walked
That's
in my car, like drove.
crazy.
That's not the worst. Well, it's the
Okay.
most unsettling part.
Stopping a
drive the
beef
car-
to ask for $1 is nuts.
Yeah, because I was like, no, because there was no one around. It was just us. There was like no one like nearby.
And it's not a great
I don't know.
area either.
It's not a great area. Yeah, we parked so far. So I moved the car up and I'm walking to the bar, but I'm like a street over. And as I'm walking, there's a car that like just kind of like turns her corner to go down the same street, and a lady in the fucking car barks at me. Like, and I was like, what the
And
fuck
then she
was
showed
that?
up at the same bar as us.
They parked down the street. I walked in and I was like, that's weird. I wonder if they're gonna come here too. But there's no other bars like on that specific street. So of course they walk in and I'm like, there's a crowd of people, so I can't walk to where Flounder and our friend are. And the lady walks over to me, and this woman's like a bit older, and not to like disrespect her, but also she barked at me, so I think I gotta be a little critical, you know. And she comes up to me and she like bumps into me and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my friend pushed me." And like her friend's like whoever like her driver was, I think. And she's like, "I barked at you." And I was like, yep, you sure did.
What do you say to that?
That's
And then
nuts.
she goes to dap me up, and I dapped her up, and then I immediately was like, I gotta get out of here.
I
And I
gotta get
like
outta
cut
here
through
now.
the crowd of people.
You
sat up
dapped
there.
her
I was
up?
so scared. She asked me to dap her up. I'm not gonna say no. And
That's
she was very drunk.
crazy.
Look,
Can I
Matt, if
Very
this
drunk.
lady
it
is
was the
crazy,
most rancid vibes.
if there's a lady that's willing to bark at you, you're not gonna say no. It's just out of complete fear. At
I'm
that
gonna
point.
say
Bite
no
you if you
out of
don't dap
fear.
her up.
I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna fucking run.
Well, I didn't trust it. She was like drunk, and I'm like, I don't trust like drunk people. They're gonna
That's.
beat my ass.
I mean,
It
that's
was
This
fair.
Dap me up.
is
rancid vibes going out.
this is what a lack of social interaction and the age of the internet is doing to people. This is an epidemic. We already have one victim here who is
Me.
traumatized. Yes.
I'll be in court, guys.
What happened to the good old days when someone would just come up to you and ask for your best gal? Now they're barking at you?
It's crazy days we're living in.
Infuriating. Crazy.
Oh my god.
That sounds hilarious.
That's
I'm glad you made it out alive.
yeah, me
We
We
too.
were
as
at the
fuck.
gay bar and there were two parties of completely like it was like all straight people, two parties that they were having. It was foul vibes.
Ugh.
We
As it would
we
be.
got there and we left after 45 minutes.
Sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking over your space.
Even karaoke wasn't safe. And they were
Being-
all old. Like and I'm
First of
talking
all,
like 60s old.
Oh.
White hair.
You can't
Like-
have a karaoke party without having the LGBTQ there at all.
It
All
was
of them.
weird.
Without
like-
Alphabet Mafia, karaoke is not the same.
That's what I'm saying.
And also, being a straight group at a gay bar is
Two straight
statement.
groups.
Big group.
A
Weird
statement.
flex.
Matt, like 50 plus people, easy.
Like
That's a
you could
statement.
not
You know
get-
what that
they-
statement
they
is.
They all
And then you
stood
have, like-
in one area.
And you have to walk. That's like the only walkway for the bar. So I had to push through a group of people who were like not listening, and I'm like, "Excuse me," and I'm like bumping people in accent. I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna get stabbed."
Damn. Also,
We're
Felix,
shot.
10 out of 10.
Oh,
dude,
thank you.
How
I'm gonna
dapper
send
are
you.
you?
No, thank you. I'm gonna send you a picture of my my streaming setup.
Please do. Once we get that and show it to chat, we can
Oh, the flash.
probably
Oh,
get
shit.
started. But Fomar, did
Yes.
anything unhinged happen to you?
No, actually, my weekend was relatively tame in comparison.
Okay, awesome. Love that.
I just
Pal
did the whole
World.
like not. Oh yeah, I've been sucked into Pal World for like the last week.
Oh,
Oh,
hell
nice.
yeah. Love
So
that.
it's been taking over my life. Like we played it last weekend for the very first time. And next thing you know, like as me and my boyfriend are playing together, we look at the time and it's like 3 a.m. and our eyes are
Yeah.
bloodshot. And like we could still
Nice.
keep going, right? Yeah.
That's how
other than that-
survival games be.
Yeah. It was other that and just studying for a test that I kept telling myself, you should not study for this last minute. I'm like, well, if I wasn't supposed to study for it last minute, I shouldn't have gotten an A on the last one. I studied for the last minute for. It keeps working out in my favor.
There you go. Procrastination
I believe
Nation.
in you.
I love it.
You got this.
It's like procrastination to the fullest.
And with that, would anybody like to recap the last episode?
I killed a guy.
You did kill a guy.
I
You killed a guy.
So
no
we-
way to come back.
We last played on 420, guys.
We did play on
Yeah.
420.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
all a
Wow.
little
We
That's
transported
why-
a
Thirsty.
dragon.
Yeah.
Actually,
just
I was
like
killed
sober.
Dragon.
him. Actually, it was the weed rage in my body. I couldn't control myself.
It's the weed rage. So the effects of the devil's lettuce made me kill a man.
There you go.
It's like I was sober, but you can't tell the difference. I just do what I do.
There you
Real.
go.
I'm gonna be real with you. I was high enough that half of that session was a blur to me. But I did take
Oh,
notes.
Yeah. You said that you could level up.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, I
in
remember
fact,
that.
level
No,
down, just you for bringing it up.
Yeah, just you.
Just you. Everybody who brings up, hey, DM, can we level up? No, you can't. In fact, get weaker.
Damn.
Let's see.
I'm sorry,
what
Strunk. It's
no-
terminal.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we
god.
killed a
If you
couple of
reach
guys.
level 0, I just kill your character.
You're just dead. Just
Yeah.
dead.
Wait. If I reach level, if I go past level 1, it doesn't like reset to level 20.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
The best I'll give you, I love
Thank you. Something like that.
fucking thumbs up bubble. For video watchers, you saw that. For audio listeners, get fucked.
Yes,
Can we actively use those throughout a session?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Thank God, I've been wondering it for a hot minute.
Absolutely. If it has sound effects, though, you get one. One
Okay.
per session.
Oh my god.
One. Because I do not need anybody spamming shit while I'm trying to give an emotional, like this character death is happening, and then somebody's just going, oh, with the fucking blowfish or whatever. Incredible.
We're recapping. Sorry.
Yeah. Eternal Wind started playing and it threw me off. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through and give like the recap. You guys did a fucking like drug transport, but it was a fucking baby dragon. From Morrigan to Morrigan. He just basically set you up with a test to see if you would rob him or to see if you were trustworthy, and turns out you were trustworthy. You weren't really, because you were planning on fucking gypping whoever the customer was and stealing the dragon. But you didn't get a chance to, because as soon as you walked into the hut, Morrigan was like, you passed, and your guys were like, yeah.
God.
And
Yeah, I sure did.
so Morgan gave you free reign of midnight. You guys can now walk through midnight without being attacked by just about everybody. He also told you to call your contact with the 7 and make sure the deal is good. The deal being thieves from midnight are allowed to move through Duskwater without being harassed by guards or by the Adventuring Guild. Meaning they no longer have to use their traditional means of transport to get ships up and down from the sea to midnight. A process you guys have not yet seen. You guys agreed, and I think where we're going to start is you guys are calling Onder. So, without further ado, call our boy.
So who's gonna do the talking? Cause
Yeah, someone's gonna have to break the bad news.
Not me.
I mean, I think that could be a job for the new guy.
What? No, I'm probably no.
I mean,
I'm gonna
I don't want to pull rank, but
I do
Well, the
feel, I
thing
do
is-
feel like you know, as a captain, the captain should take the responsibility.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking here.
wait, who's the captain?
I think that's me.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You are
so
the
my
ship
captain-
owner.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
technically true. You own a ship, so I'm like, wait.
I do own a
You
ship,
captain
but
a
I
crew.
don't think of myself as our group captain.
But technically, you
I am-
are a captain.
I am happy to nominate you in this exact moment.
Wow,
Yeah,
Scrub giving up
Ripple-
power at any time? It's crazy.
Ripple will pull out her sending stone and call up Onder.
Yeah, you feel the phone, or not phone. Wow. I mean, it is basically a phone.
Wow.
The
Where
sending
am I?
stone.
It's a
The
you pull out
se-
your Samsung Galaxy.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
Samsung Galaxy
flip phone.
S20.
Oh,
It's not quite up to
It's
date,
very
but like,
Flashes to Rat King. These will be popular in the future.
yeah, exactly. I'm buying stock in Samsung right now. Yeah, the sending stone buzzes a couple of times, and then you hear a, "Hello, Ripple. Are you okay? We haven't heard from you in a few hours."
Oh no, we're great. We were just connecting with the contact you told us to meet.
Oh, you met Morrigan.
Yes.
Not
Yep.
how did that go?
Well, in order to get, let me review my notes to see what we had to be here for.
I can remind you as well.
I think I did write it down. Okay, what did we need Morgan for?
Okay, so you
Fruits,
guys
right?
needed one to be able to hire thieves for adventurer guild purposes, and two to be able to buy goods under the table from midnight, basically a trade deal. A trade deal and a jobs deal. So thieves and smugglers would be able to take adventurers' jobs because there are too many for the adventurers guild, and also the adventurers guild would be able to get supplies from midnight.
Okay. And then Morgan wants safe passage in
Duskwater. Yeah.
Duskwater. Okay. Yeah, no, it went great. I think we earned their trust. It's just in order to you know, be able to get the people we need for jobs and do the other stuff, they're wanting safe passage through Undertow or Duskwater.
They
Wrong
want
campaign.
wrong part of the world. Um yeah, no, Onder is like quiet for a second and goes, "They want are they going to be moving in just like broad daylight, or?"
I put
don't
my
think we
thinking
said that.
cap on. Were they moving in broad daylight?
Fuck yeah, they were.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to be a hard one. Sit tight. I'm going to talk to the rest of the 7 and we'll see if we can reach an agreement. We might have a counter offer for you in a little while, or we might agree. I'm not sure yet. Just keep your sending stone attuned. Keep it in your hand, and we'll be back to you soon. For now, get the lay of the land through midnight. We need to know what's there.
Okay.
Can do.
Is it effective to even call them the 7 when there's not 7 of them anymore?
The group name is technically the 7, but you're correct. There aren't 7 of them right now.
I think we might need to bring that up to them at a much future date.
Yeah, no,
I think
I
it's
was
still a
just that was
Scourge
just a
topic.
out loud
I just
thought. That
don't-
wasn't a share with
think-
the topic.
That's
I
a good
think Ripple
thought.
goes,
That might
yeah,
be something
talk
we
to you
visit
later,
soon.
Onder. And let's go of the sending stone.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the sending stone turns off. You hang up. And you guys, for a little bit, have free reign of midnight. I'm gonna give everybody one thing. If you want to buy things, we don't have to roleplay it. You just tell me what you want, and we can work that out. As
Yes.
for like things you want to survey or people you want to talk to in midnight, you all get one. So choose wisely. We have a lot of things
Hell
to do
yeah.
in this episode, unfortunately.
Can I buy some more grenades for my grenade pistol?
Yeah, absolutely. You
How much
buy
would
like
that-
some metal cased black powder bombs.
Awesome.
From just like a ranging shop. And I have this written down actually. Hold on.
5 of them? Would that be okay?
That's going to be 5 of them. That's going to be 1,000 gold.
Oh, I'll buy 10
You'll buy 10 of them?
if they have it.
Yeah.
If they have it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll buy 10. I'll mark it off.
All right. Sounds good. That 5 was 1,000, 10, that's 20,000. Simple math is
Yeah.
hard for me.
Oh, 20. So I'm sorry. It's how much?
No, sorry, 2,000. My bad.
There we go. Okay.
2,000. Yeah. So, like I said, simple math is hard for me. Bro's got the
That's
ADHD.
Cool. Thank you.
Ecology, I can do. Math, nuh-uh. All right. Yeah, you buy those. Anybody else want to buy anything?
Can I upgrade my trident?
Absolutely, you can upgrade your trident. Would you like to get it forged so that it has a +1 to things that it does, or would you like to just buy a new trident?
I want to get it forged.
Okay, you take it to the blacksmith. Blacksmith puts it on the anvil, heats it up a little bit. And to get a trident +1, that is going to be 1,000 gold.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Cool. You now have trident +1. Put that in your inventory, please. Send me your character sheet updated after this session with your inventory, if possible. Anything else? Cool. Felix, anything else?
I'm good.
Okay. Fomar and Roman, in any order, if you guys would like to buy anything, now's the time.
Bag of holding.
Yeah, you go to a magic item shop and you do find a bag of holding for about 40,000 gold.
Okay. Can I talk to the shop owner?
Yeah, absolutely. We're not gonna go like straight roleplay with shopping. What do you want to roll to see if you can bring this price down?
Persuasion.
You want to roll persuasion? Okay, go ahead and roll. And if you can think of something clever to say right now, I can give you advantage. Otherwise, we can just do a straight roll.
I want to let him know this is in pursuit of brokering a deal to allow the Thieves of Midnight to move throughout Duskwater,
Okay.
which will only bring good business to the
Ooh.
area. Bring more business to the area.
He gets most of his magic items through smuggling. I'm going to say you get advantage. Go for it.
Oh, that's that's a dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, the lowest he can do is 10,000.
I'll ask him if he can hold it for a bit.
He says, yeah, if it's going to help me get stock faster. Sure.
It sure will. And I'll run out of the store.
Okay, sounds good. He is holding it. He will hold it for 1 day. Anybody else? Or Roman, if there's anything else you want to do. Okay.
All good.
Fomar, it's all you.
Nope, I'm good. Actually, you know what? I lied.
There's a lot of
Nope, I'm
services in Midnight. Well, whatever you want, there might be something here. You might be able to get it cheaper than you would at, say, a boutique shop in Duskwater. So, just put that out there for everybody in case anybody changes their mind. Because this is going to be the one shopping session we have, or section we have for this session.
No, I think I'm good. I got a lot of stuff right now, so I'm good.
Sounds good.
Can I buy components to make silvered bullets?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can buy each vial of Quicksilver is 5 for silver that you can melt down and coat stuff with. Is going to be 25 per nugget.
And a nugget will give me a bullet?
A nugget will be able to coat half a sword, or give you a bullet, or give you, no, it'll give you 5 bullets, or it'll give you a an arrow per.
So 25. I will spend 200 gold on that.
Okay. Mark that
Which
down.
is 8 nuggets, which I'll get 40 silver bullets out of that.
Cool. Sounds good. During your off time, you can melt those down and create bullets out of them. Cool. Anybody else? Cool. Alrighty. You guys make your way through Midnight. Outside of shopping, what do you guys want to do? There's a bunch of shit here. A lot of which has to do with clandestine and profane, the things that you wouldn't find in decent society, including a pirates guild run by Malorans.
Ooh.
I almost
Uh,
feel like I should go there.
I mean, that's up to you. Anybody can go. It is literally just like pirates and thieves just doing stuff. Um,
Hey, I'm gonna scoot off for a little bit. I'll meet up with you guys later.
Good luck, be
Hey,
safe.
Where we meet?
can I go along?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find a bookstore. You want to? I mean, if you want to look at some old books, you're more than welcome to join me. But I figured you'd want to, booze or get into fights, or it's a pirate town.
there's a lot of that.
Where do we want to meet up and when?
It shouldn't take me too long. Maybe say an hour at the bar we first went to.
Works for me. Wisteria?
Fantastic.
I guess I'll just hang with Ripple while you guys go look for books.
Like, yeah. And Sprunk flips up his hood with the cloak of elvenkind, making it more difficult to see. And he says, "Just so you don't lose me." And he grabs Dio's hand and puts it in his belt loop.
Aw,
Cute.
Body system.
love that.
And they walk off.
Felix, check your DMs in a sec.
Ooh. Wow, man, that's huge.
Okay. All right, you guys head off to a bookstore. We'll resolve that in a second. I guess Flounder, you said Ripple wanted to go to the Maloran guild.
Yeah.
Okay, you go there. Filmar, where does Wisteria want to go?
Well, I'm sticking with Ripple. I'm like, it's not safe for us to venture off in a land of thieves right now, solo.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna roll to see who goes first. We're gonna do a luck roll. Who wants high? Who wants low?
Fomar, you call it.
I'll go high.
Okay. You that nobody else is calling anything, so let's do it. It's high.
Sorry.
We're going to the Malorans first. All right, you guys make your way to yet another building that looks like it was built out of an old decrepit ship. There are no masts anymore attached to this thing, but it is like the hull of a ship tilted sideways with a door just kind of carved into the bottom of the ship. You guys walk in, you notice like some windows carved out of the side of the hull. So there's like, we can call it natural light because it's mushrooms giving off this light. As you walk in, there's like a solid blue glow in the front, and in the back, everything's lit by candle and torchlight. And you see some of the most hardened individuals you've ever seen in your life walking to and fro in this guild.
How hardened would you say that?
I would say rock hardened.
Mm.
They are there are some salty sea dogs in here. Some of them divvying up treasure. Some of them honestly picking fights with each other, and others drinking and just having a good time. In the back, you see somebody in robes, vestments, maybe. You're not close enough to tell exactly what's going on there. But seeing as this is a Maloran guild, you might be able to guess. It's up to you what you're doing here.
Yeah, I think Ripple turns to Asteria and goes, "So I didn't really think ahead about coming here. I just thought it would be cool to see. So I think I'm gonna talk to the person in the robes.
I mean, whatever works, I guess. I just
Everyone else is a little intimidating."
very much so. I mean,
Yeah.
We're still out of place here.
Yeah, I didn't really think it through, but it just sounded cool in the moment.
I mean, it's the life you live now. Pirate, you might learn how to be a pirate here.
That's very true. And then I think Ripple's gonna walk to the person in the vestments.
Okay, you do. And what's everybody's passive perception? Or everybody
Mhm.
who's here?
15.
15?
Passive perception, I believe it was 13.
Okay, both of you roll for me. Perception, please.
Ooh.
Ooh, a rolling perception.
Or religion, either or. Both of them work.
Dirty 20
Dirty
for
20 for which?
perception.
Perception? Okay.
I got, for perception, I got a 10.
Okay. Wisteria, you've never seen these vestments before. You're not a very religious person. It's just kind of like in general. So like you're not entirely sure what different members of different churches wear.
Sure
However,
don't.
Ripple being part of the Maloran church, you notice that these vestments, not Maloran, they look to be vestments of the Fury, Tempest, something you would see in the Holy See, but not something you would see in a Maloran church. And with that 20, you see a small blood stain on the collar, and it hits you that this is a stolen vestment that this man is wearing to be a Maloran.
So he's dressed up as a Maloran.
He is, from your readings in the temple, you would understand this to be a priest of the Black Flag. They never wear their
Okay.
own Maloran vestments. They always steal from another church.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah, I think Ripple stops before actually approaching, and turns back to Wisteria and goes, okay, so maybe that wasn't a great idea now that I've gotten a closer look. Not actually a Maloran. Do I should
He is actually a Maloran.
he
He's
is
a Maloran.
I'm
He is. He's a Maloran of the Black Flag. They steal
of the
vestments from
Black
other
Flag.
churches. Yeah.
Okay, I think I
As
misunderstood
part
the
of their worship.
vestments.
The
The
vestments are like
of the
robes
Fury.
and like those big like neck scarf things that
Okay, then I'm not gonna do any of
pastors and
that, and
priests
I'm
wear.
gonna keep going in there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, sorry.
You walk into the back room where this guy's just kind of standing, and he clocks you, and let's see if he notices the tattoo on your hand. You're not wearing gloves currently, right? Or are you?
No.
Okay, cool. He sure fucking does. That is a dirty 20. He looks down at your hand and goes, "Ah, a sister. Welcome. What do you need
Ripple, you have
from the
sisters?
Church of Melora?"
Just getting the lay of the land.
It's good. It's good to know your way around midnight. I would assume that means you're new to the Church of the Black Flag.
Yes.
In that case, let me give you one piece of advice, unprompted. Everybody here hates us because we believe it is our God-given right to steal, to plunder, to pillage. And everyone else thinks that's stupid. So they're going to make fun of you if they see a Maloran tattoo on you. So I recommend wearing gloves. It feels real bad.
Does feel bad.
It feels real bad.
Good to know. I should get some gloves.
Highly recommend. We also have a little bit of an armory for those of us who are genuinely part of the church. And seeing as you have the tattoo in the right color, you are definitely part of the church. You're welcome to it. It's mostly leather armor and gloves and stuff, but whatever you need, you can take.
Oh, well, thank you.
Of course. Don't let any of the others know, though, because they'll try to rob you for it. As is our way.
That took my breath away. That scared me. Yeah, okay, thank you. I'm gonna go do that now.
Okay, sounds good. If you need anything, let me know. Drinks are free for members of the church, and if you need a job, see Joffrey in the back. Not this room in the back. There's another room off to the left.
Oh, just one more question.
Yes.
Do members of the church get like a +1 kind of deal where I could get like a free drink for my friend?
Oh,
who's
drinks
with
are
me,
free
but
for
not-
you. Yeah, you can take as much as you want.
Okay.
Go for it.
Cool. Thank you.
Just be sure to bring, next time you pillage or plunder, bring a 10% share back to us. Just keep the cycle rolling, you know?
Will do. I'll make sure to make a note of that and get that 10% share next time I steal or plunder.
Much appreciated.
I'm gonna go to the armory.
Okay.
Minutes-
Yeah, you
so-
head to the armory.
When are you exactly planning on stealing and plundering? Exactly.
I think maybe we don't talk about it yet.
Hush.
Just everyone does the shh, shh.
Yeah, as you shush Wisteria, you head to the armory, and it is there's like a lot of leather armor just kind of like hanging on racks, just basic leather armor.
I just want some gloves.
Yeah, you find some leather gloves, add that to your inventory, and you get those for free.
I'm gonna put those on my hands. Cover.
There's
up
also
that
like bows and
tattoo.
arrows and stuff. A couple of cutlasses.
Oh.
Not a
I'll
lot of
take a
cutlasses.
I'll take a cutlass for fun. And
All right, add a cutlass to your inventory. It's the same as just your regular D&D cutlass.
hell yeah, and I'll take a bow and arrow for fun too.
Okay, add a bow. We're not gonna fuck with ammo. That's lame. That's boring.
Take the fun out of
We'll
it.
say for bows, the only ammo you really need to keep track of is the silvered stuff. Same with guns.
Crap.
Oh.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Sounds good.
Mostly because I don't have the fucking energy to keep track of that. Like, that's too much numbers. As much as this is a numbers game, I'm not doing that.
It's
Yeah,
fantasy world. It's unlimited. What do you mean?
real.
There's no math in Faerun. There's no
The
math
math
here.
isn't real. It's just magic.
Mhm.
Anything else you guys would like to do in the Maloran Guild? There's a little job board that you can go like pick something off and talk to Joffrey about. There's a bar. There's food. There's other pirates to talk to.
Do you want to maybe get a job or something that will help us learn more about midnight, and then we
You
can
seem
get a
unemployed.
drink? You seem unemployed, Wisteria. As we get adventuring together, do we want to like see about
Damn.
you? I don't know, learning more about midnight through a job from Joffrey, or and then
I
get a bite
mean,
to eat.
Who knows? They might help you with your pirating skills. Like,
Yeah.
damn, I just live in the mountains with animals. God, jeez.
Wisteria will remember that.
No.
You guys make your way to the job board. It's actually kind of slim pickings, which kind of clues you into why Morrigan was cool with the idea of pirates taking adventurer quests.
Well, I guess you got to get paid somehow.
Yeah, exactly. There's not a lot of work to go around right now. So in front of you, you see a pirate cove has been invaded by a hydra. You see that there's a rumor that there is a castle on the waves that moves through the ocean that has just untold riches within it if you can defeat the monster within. Though everybody who's gone inside has died. Or maybe they haven't died, but they definitely haven't come out. You would assume death, though. That's usually what that implies.
Hmm.
And then finally, there is capture a sea serpent. all for varying levels of gold. If any of those sound interesting to you, I will let you know how much they pay, and we can move on from there.
How much does that house on the waves pay, Matt?
That's the one that has question marks on it. It says untold riches. So they know that there's so much gold there.
Sounds like a fucking
How
scam.
much? Nobody knows.
Sounds like a scam, but God is Ripple gullible.
Like, let's really just think about that. They said no one has come back from that.
Ripple's
You
like
know,
tapping on it.
it's like
I
Ripple.
think this
Ripple.
one.
She's gonna grab the
That's-
finger that's tapping like Ripple. Ripple. You just see like hand moving. Ripple. Come on, we have to think clearly about this. We've
Yeah,
done a lot of amazing things that we probably shouldn't have lived through.
a pirate
Probably.
walks behind you guys and goes, "Ugh," and he keeps walking.
Okay,
what I
okay, you're
mean.
right. You're right. Okay. I maybe I'm seeing the crazy in it. Do we want to do any of these? A Hydra sounds cool. I've never seen one of those, but I've read about them.
I mean, a Hydra is probably easier than No, is it easier than a vampire? Would you consider that? I don't know.
Than a higher vampire? For sure.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
With your knowledge of vampires, fuck yeah. A Hydra, you would prefer to fight a Hydra over, say, the Lady in Red again.
Can I do a roll to see if Ripple knows anything comparatively about hydras to sea serpents for like difficult
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
the monsters? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, roll nature or history. Either or.
Okay, I'll roll nature, and that's a 13.
That's a 13 for nature. For nature, you would. It's a tough choice because sea serpents are harder to fight because they're water based. So they get free reign of water, whereas unless you are a fish, you don't. You have to stay on a boat. As a water genasi, you can breathe underwater, but you don't swim any faster than a person. You don't have like the parts to be able to swim at speed or really fight underwater. Unlike say a mer person. Whereas a hydra is technically a more vicious beast and harder to kill, but you can get more angles on it because it stays primarily on land.
Okay. I think Ripple kind of goes, okay, taking my dreamer's cap off, I think the best option would probably be the Hydra so that we don't have to fight underwater and also so we're not going into a house and disappearing for untold riches, I guess. But imagine how many riches it could be.
I can imagine, but I also like to live.
Nobody gave you any rules as to how many jobs you can pick up. Other people might also pick up those jobs. It's whoever gets there first. So
Just
you can
take
pick
the
up all
board.
3 if you want.
Take the board. I'll just take the Pirate Cove one with the Hydra.
Okay, you take the Hydra quest. You bring it to Joffrey. He stamps it and goes, "Good luck to you. That's we've had a few people die to that one. You better be ready for a fight."
We've been
Born
in some
ready.
intense fights.
Right. Good luck if you do happen to beat the Hydra. 1, you get 20,000 gold. 2, you also get a share of everything that comes into the cove for a month. So, good luck. That's very lucrative. Not as lucrative as that castle on the waves, but that I'm not sure that's real. But also a bunch of people have gone searching for it and haven't come back. So, maybe it is. You never know.
Ripple turns to Asteria and goes, I want that one so bad.
Do you
Ripple?
want to take that quest? Like, you can take that quest.
Is there like a timeline on getting it done?
Absolutely not. That one, that's just a tip. That's not like necessarily a quest. Whereas the Hydra one, you should probably do sooner than later. The castle one is just like whoever finds it and vanquishes whatever magic or evil or good or anything that could be in there and takes the treasure. That it's all yours.
I'll take that one too.
All
You're
right.
letting the pirate talk to your brain right now. Stop it. Please. Don't let the pirate take control.
Joffrey pulls out another poster, stamps it, and gives it to you.
Okay.
It's like, what happened to Ripple, who was sensible?
I mean, I'm still sensible. Thank you. What was his
Ripple
name?
just
Joffrey?
spent a lot of money.
Yeah, Ripple's broke.
Ripple's
Ripple
broke as fuck
actually
now.
realized she couldn't afford that +1 trident and had to immediately revert it.
Incredible.
It's like Ripple's like shaking her sack of gold, like,
Yeah, there's
Ripple's
like
gonna
2
pay
gold.
A lot of parking tickets.
Harvey, if Harvey is alive, Harvey's gonna have a lot of shit to answer for.
Harvey's gonna be in severe debt, as if he already wasn't in debt.
Real.
Oh my
Ripple is
God.
living at the poverty level, guys.
As
We're S
far
ranks. We're S ranks. Come on.
you are S ranks. Good lord,
Harvey's
take more
insurance
quests,
is
damn it.
boosted.
That is true. We haven't really been. Yeah, we've been doing a lot.
There's a whole ass quest board in the Adventurers Guild that I introduced in season 0 that you guys have
It's so
not
true. I have
touched.
them written
We keep doing
down.
favors. We keep doing fucking favors. We're
so
supposed to get
nice.
cashed out. Are we supposed to get cash out for brokering the steal?
Yes, you're going to get paid. They haven't. Andre didn't tell you how much they
God damn
told
it!
you would get paid though. So you're gonna. That's a
Damn
mystery.
it.
We're gonna get
It might be good. It might
cheats.
not be. It might not be good. You never know.
What the fuck?
Ripple
No, you
and
do know.
Wisteria. Is there anything else you would like to do in this Guild of Melora?
Unless there's anything Wisteria wants to do, I think Ripple is good to just grab a bite to eat and then wait to meet the other 2 at the bar.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little peckish. Let's go eat.
Okay, you guys do that, and as you do, before we resolve Dio and Skrunk, we are going to as my favorite game, Final Fantasy XIV, likes to say, please set aside enough time to view multiple cutscenes in sequence. We see the stars, space in all of its glory. Off in the distance, you see the rings of galaxies. You see clusters of stars, comets flying off in the distance. And as we move through space, we see a small blue and green orb. As we get closer, that orb becomes a planet. We see down below a massive green continent covered with clouds. Sea all around it. And as we go through the atmosphere, a forest filled to the brim with hills and mountains. And upon a cliff face, we see a flash of silver. And we see Bram Kora's starship in front of the entrance to a cave, in front of which are statues of 2 Solar Knights, dressed in their standard chainmail and black robes, though long has it been since the statues have been painted. They've been weather-worn, just shadows of what they used to be. And the cave remains dark. In front of that, a landing, where we see Bramcor's ship. And we see Bram himself working on something on a bench. And off to the side, we hear a clank. The clank of something dropping. The clank of something that shouldn't have happened if Bram was alone. Bram looks to the side, and over the side of the cliff, a black-robed, hooded figure emerges. Bram turns and says, "Right, who are you then? What are you doing on Solar Knight territory?" And Bram hears a chuckle, a giggle, a laugh. It starts soft and turns maniacal as the figure takes the hood off, revealing a tall half-elf woman who looks at him and says, "I've been looking for your kind for so many years. I thought you were extinct. A solar knight in the flesh." And Bram goes, "What's it to you? Who are you? What are you looking for?" And she goes, "My birthright," and ignites a moonblade, pale blue color, as she walks slowly toward Bram. And Bram ignites his sunblade. As his purple blade extends from a classical medieval hilt. And they run at each other. Blades clashing, sparks flying, and we see as they engage in a duel of the fates. They begin fighting, and we hear the hum of ship engines turning on. As Bram's starfighter lifts from the ground, we see that the weapons engage and the cannons move on the wings. And as Bram is doing everything he can to block blow after blow from his assailant, we see lasers start flying from the cannons, blowing down the gate to this cave. A large wrought iron metal gate just comes falling down, blocking off access to what you can assume is a Solar Knight temple. And as Bram ducks, we see a laser fly, and we see an explosion as in front of him, his assailant is vaporized. He looks up and salutes the ship as it falls from the sky. We hear the engines disengage. We hear no longer a hum of repulsor lifting it off of the ground as it falls off the edge of the cliff and crashes to the forest floor below. Scrunk and Dio, you guys have gone to a bookshop. You find a bookshop filled with forbidden knowledge, stuff that has been stolen from temples and from castles just around the globe. What are you guys looking for?
So Skrunk's family was, I don't know if I brought this up like a lot, but Skrunk came from a family of Tiamat cultists. And so he has a connection to religion for one of these dragon gods. I think something has been scratching him in the back of his mind, something that he read or was read by like one of the like religious leaders, and so he is trying to find any sort of like for lack of better words, like the Tiamat Bible, like a copy of it or like any writings on it, because something's been scratching like the back of his brain about his desert visitor. And he can't quite remember what it was, but
Okay.
he feels like it's connected to this book or his old like family teachings.
I'm going to have you roll a couple of things, or one of a couple of things. And
Okay.
you're going to get different results depending on what you roll. So I need you to
Okay.
roll either religion or investigation.
I'm
Or
gonna roll investigation.
if
Or-
you want something that will help you find the exact book, history.
Yeah.
But with a disadvantage.
Ooh, let's do investigation. In that case.
Okay.
That is an 18, and I'm going to use my flash of genius to make that a 21.
Okay, sounds good. With the 21, you find a treatise on Tiamat. It's not necessarily a religious text, but it is an educational text on religions surrounding Tiamat.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he grabs it
Okay.
and
Crack it open, start reading.
Yeah, he does. He's not gonna pay for this if he has to,
Okay,
or
sounds
if he
good.
doesn't have to.
Yeah, you crack it open. I'm gonna roll a thing real fast. Okay, cool.
This the bookstore owner is CSP stealing his books mom.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Dio, I think there's like some books on like flowers and shit in that corner.
Oh, let me go take a little peek here, and I'll kind of hobble over there.
Roll nature or investigation for me. We'll resolve that in a sec. Next, Skrunk. You flip through some pages. You find you immediately find just like the list of chapters, just like the list of topics in the book, and you flip to exactly what you're looking for. Enemies and friends of Tiamat.
Ooh.
You find there's a list of other dragon gods, as well as gods of dragon slayers. In this book, the introduction paragraph tells you that Tiamat's whole thing is hoarding gold, destroying towns and villages that also hoard gold, and then stealing that gold.
Tiamat, boring, blah blah blah.
Yeah, Tiamat's your classic high fantasy dragon. Whereas you see this list of dragons and gods and dragon slayers, and none of them really jump out to you at first until you see something about golden dragons and how there are only a handful left in the world, and that those golden dragons follow a god called Bahamut, the god of good dragons. Dragons that can coexist with people. Dragons that know that the only way that dragons and people can live together is that they need to find peace with each other. And that stands in direct opposition to Tiamat, whose whole ideal is wiping people out to steal their riches.
Skrunk takes out his notebook and writes down Bahamut and like underlines it like 3 times and closes it back up and then puts the book back on the shelf. And
before you close it back up, roll me a luck check.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
50-50. High is good, low is bad.
17.
17. With a 17, you find a small blurb as you're starting to close the book. This says, Bahamut loves to hide amongst his beloved mortals. No other context.
Skrunk looks at that and he pauses, and then he looks at the handful of yellow golden dragons line, and he pauses, and there's a flashback, I think, to him in the desert, half awake, half delirious, and seeing those golden birds around that man, and him saying something along the lines of, I just found them and nursed them back to health, and they followed me ever since, or something like that.
That's exactly
and
it, yeah.
Skrunk pauses again, and he goes, oh god fucking damn it. And he closes the book.
Skrunk core.
Says, Dio, did you find your little knickknacks or whatever?
Rewind.
Almost.
Dio.
Uh-oh.
What did you roll?
Yeah. I got a 31.
On what?
On investigation.
On investigation.
31?
You
dirty one.
You find a book not on flowers, but on how to make flour, which is grinding wheat into a white, fine, powdery substance. And you now know how bread is made in finer detail, but you know nothing more about flowers.
Nope, nothing here. And I'll kind of just slam the book and just put it back.
Bummer.
You hear the shopkeep at the front of the store go, hey, take care of my books. Be respectful.
Hey, don't talk to my friend that way, you piece of fucking shit.
Get out of my store.
I'll burn this entire store to the fucking ground if I want to.
You can try, and he pulls out a fucking arquebus.
Whoa. He was just kidding. We're new.
Was I?
10,
He pulls up
9,
he pulls
8,
up one of the
7,
great
6, 5.
Fine, we're going.
Whoa.
We're going anyway. Your books are old. They smell like mildew, just like you. He
All good
spits on the
ones do.
ground,
I want to blow a
And-
raspberry to him as we leave.
All right, you do.
Skrunk is going. What kind of fucking chaos? I'm not gonna burn down that fucking bookstore. That feels a little bit more fascist than I want him to be.
No burning books.
But you know what he is gonna do? He is going to he points his pop gun at the ground, and there is a he's going to cast pyrotechnics, and there's a huge, we'll say like moderately stinky like smoke cloud, 20-foot square radius, that erupts from the center of the bookstore as they leave it.
You hear, oh god damn it, not again! As he like hurriedly opens up a window and like slams open the door. And you guys,
As they go running out, Skrunk leans over to Dio and says, "I put a little bit of capsaicin from peppers in that, so it's going to affect his respiratory tract."
You hear
wait, that's...
very loudly from outside the store.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't give a shit.
You know what? You're the S rank.
And
Skrunk.
with that, oh, go ahead.
Oh, Skrunk. Do you think Ripple respects me?
No,
Oh,
no, not in the slightest.
oh.
That was the wrong person to ask.
Holy
Do you
shit.
want me to expand? I'm sorry, you asked me a question. I answered the
expound.
question. Normally, that's where it ends. Do you have another question?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Not really. No, I don't. I think I'm out of questions.
You seem upset. Are you upset?
No,
It's hard for
fine.
me to register sometimes. So you want to be respected by Ripple, yeah?
I know about your guys adventuring and all that. When I was out on my adventures, I read about you guys and I admired you. And I want to be able to go home a bit more
That's
of a
cute.
hero.
Well, I think you're with a good group of individuals. Hero isn't always the term I would use to describe us, but adventurer, heck yeah. And if you're okay repressing some memories, returning the other eye, I think Ripple will warm up to you. I think you just need to give it some time. We just lost a friend of ours that sort of resembles you in a lot of ways. And so imagine if your wife died and then someone who looked just a little bit like your wife came in and started saying, like, trying to take her place. It would be weird, right?
Not us
okay,
in
yeah.
canon calling Roman out for being a furry.
No, that's not what it was, Matt. It was no. I just like playing silly little people.
Anyway, continue.
I think just give it some time. I think it'll be good.
Thanks, Skrunk.
All right.
And I'll like latch onto your belt loop and we'll kind of walk off.
Cute, adorable. And with that, we're going to take our first bio break. Everybody go take a piss, get your water, do your thing. We'll be back in 5 minutes. See you in a second, chat. If you would like to sponsor Fresh Rolls, this is the time to do it. This is where we will read your ad. We won't, if you don't want us to say piss before your ad, we won't say piss before your ad. It's up to you. You just pay me and I do the thing, all right? No sports betting, and I think that's, yeah, no sports betting. Oh, and no BetterHelp. Fuck you, BetterHelp. Fight me. If you're not a sponsor, see you in 5 minutes. Chat, we're back. Don't worry about
Hi,
what I
chat.
posted in chat. If you're an audio listener, you didn't see chat. If you're a video listener, video watcher, I guess you could listen to a video. Yeah, you probably didn't see it either. This is Twitch only. So if you guys want the full experience, get on twitch.tv/freshrollsrpg. And with that, we're going to pick up where we left off. Everybody is meeting up at the bar, and as everybody finally comes together, Ripple, your sending stone starts buzzing.
Mm.
I answer my sending stone.
You answer
Hello?
it, and you see a picture appear in front of you, Star Wars hologram style. You see in arcane purple, you see the outlines of the seven and like just their basic features outlined in arcane energy appear in front of you, sitting at a table. And you hear Magolnar's voice. Right. Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you.
His only demand was to be able to move through Duskwater unobstructed, correct?
Oh God. I think Ripple
Yes.
turns to the group and goes, right? Just that?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah?
just that.
Strunk is texting on his stuff.
We'll resolve that in a second. I'm gonna make you text somebody. That is absolutely
Yeah,
happening. That's
100%.
canon now.
100%.
Yeah, Magolnar goes, all right. We'll allow it, but they can only move at night. If you can get him to agree to that, then we'll have a deal.
Okay.
Okay. We
I'm
can
sure
try.
there shouldn't be a problem.
All right. Good luck. Give me a call when you're done. And they hang up.
Jesus.
So, Captain?
I mean, I guess we just do our best to negotiate.
I mean, I'm sure he's reasonable.
Yeah.
sure.
What was what's happening? Sorry, I'm making.
Oh yeah, Scrunk. Who's Scrunk texting on his sending stone?
Scrunk is talking to Hieronymus about setting
Okay.
up the bastion.
Cool. What are you saying to Hieronymus? What is Hieronymus? What is the topic of conversation?
I think Scrunk is saying. I think they're talking about like potential like members or like people to work in this thing.
Okay.
And Strunk is the last message. If they look over his shoulder, he says they say, "Well, what's the youngest we can hire?"
And Hieronymus texts back, the children. They yearn for the mines. And that's the end of that text conversation. Hieronymus is now going to be looking for staff members for your bastion.
Yes, lovely. Okay, cool. Scrunk says, Scrunk is sending a message, and you guys just see Scrunk mouthing the words, "Scrunk's squirts."
Everybody
Question
roll
mark?
perception.
Oh
Can
yeah.
I-
Scrunk, are you trying to hide it?
No.
Okay.
He's
Everybody roll
following up.
perception.
I
Dirty
might need to
20.
leave.
I got 18.
Was that a nat 20 or dirty 20?
30-20.
Dirty 20.
I got a 17.
Everybody sees him mouth that, and whether you want to call it out or not is up to you.
Can I put my hand on his shoulder?
Yeah.
What's hey?
You look at me and I just nod my head no.
What? Are you
No.
judging me? Are you judging
No.
me?
No, but
You're not. You're not judging.
no, we're not. We're gonna come back to that later.
Come back to what? This is a private conversation with an ally of mine. A peer,
What?
if you will.
You were talking out loud.
I was texting.
You guys all heard him, right?
You guys didn't hear, but you did see him mouth it.
I
You
mean,
guys
I
saw
read
that,
his
right?
lips, but I just chose to mind my business.
I just
Oh.
figured Scrunk will tell us when Scrunk, as long as it's not as anything super unhinged, we'll be fine.
So what we've learned is the pirate and the curious scientist are very, very cool with child
Right, but
labor, as long as it
There's
doesn't
two
involve
more,
them.
yeah. Grunklight scratches his head and says, "I'll explain it if you guys want. It's just
I
I might
mean,
need to bail
I
a
mean,
little bit."
I do want to know, but I
Yeah.
figured.
So we were all given. He looks at Dio and says, "3/4 of us were given bastions." Uh, and so my plan is to turn it into sort of my own personal research facility. But in order to do that, I need to have workers there and other engineers. And so my thought about, look, I came from not the most prestigious background. I literally had to crawl out of a hole in the ground in order to get to where I am today. I'm sure there are a lot of other young kobold and other children out there that are in a similar situation. And so I'm toying around with the idea of making a nonprofit called Skrunks Squirts. And it's a
So-
fair trade. They get room and board and education and real world experience, and I get free labor.
Is anybody going to roll insight on this? And if so, Skrunk, I'm going to need you to roll deception because you're not lying, but you are.
I'd like to roll insight.
It's for
I'm gonna roll
attachment.
insight.
I am doing inside check.
All right.
Got 15.
I got an 18.
I think Swift's being fairly honest. Is there something that I'm
No, that's fairly honest, but you are trying to sell child labor as a good thing.
okay, good. That's what we're rolling for. Okay.
Yeah.
Respectably, as a person who does
Yeah.
like science, I feel like we're promoting labor to children. You can't find anyone perhaps older who
Look, it's not like I'm gonna like kidnap a kid. I'm going to put out some feelers and try to find some very unfortunate souls and make them an opportunity. You know, I'm not gonna like force children. That's not gonna be a fucking sweatshop. Although it will be probably fairly sweaty because they will be handling explosives.
It just seems like you're choosing children who have no other options.
Yeah, exactly.
So it does kind of feel like forced labor because they have no other option.
And I understand.
Agree to disagree. I feel like they do have a choice between a rat-filled castle with a bunch of cool technology and the streets. So
And explosives.
I would disagree with that as a person who's been on the other side of the children.
hey, agree to disagree. And he's looking at his phone. And he's like maybe getting a few more like blips from his speaking. So he says,
I look for adults who are encouraged by science and not children.
"Look, I actually need to go and take care of some things at the Bastion to set this up. If you guys are really against the whole, intern," and he kind of does air quotes, intern situation, we can talk more about it. But I'm gonna meet up with Hieronymus and we're gonna try to make some moves on this thing. I will meet up with you all in the near future. Are you guys
We will
cool?
return to this conversation.
We will return to this conversation.
I mean, I guess that's cool. I mean, I don't feel great about letting you go off and start working on getting children for child labor, but if that's what you need to do, I guess.
Oh my god. It's educational. I'm helping them.
Sure.
I'm like motherfucking Teresa over here.
You're the farthest thing from whoever that is.
Not canon.
Yeah, like you're far from whoever that is.
Mother Teresa was a big dragon in old kobold folklore, and she nursed a bunch of child kobolds with her dragon breasts and helped feed an entire generation of kobolds.
And
Now
according
canon.
to the knowledge of that, she did it out of pure, genuine kindness and not for labor in return.
So I gotta go, but I'll be meeting up with you guys later. Okay, just hit me up on the stone. And he pops off the table or off the stool. And says, on the way out, he kind of pauses and says, "Oh, you got my drinks, right? Thank you." And he kind of gives you a little.
Yeah, as
Guys, I
Skrunk
don't have
just
drinks.
leaves.
It's okay. I'll cover the drinks. This scaly bastard. One of these days, I'm going to wring his short neck. I swear. One of these days.
Incredible. As you
Speaking of
guys,
which,
oh, go ahead.
it's like speaking of which, I look at my bag. I'm like, I'm gonna need to find an animal companion to get this organized in my bag. I should have looked at that while we were in the market, cause my bag's getting out of control.
Might have options in the near future. As you guys clear away your tab and pay for Skrunk begrudgingly, whichever of you, we're not going to remove any gold because it's too small of a cost to really worry about. You guys make it back to Morgan. And as you do, Skrunk.
Yeah.
You are walking through the city streets of midnight. And I need you to roll perception for me.
I would love to. That is 18. Sorry, 19.
With a 19, you see in front of you a mildly familiar sight. In a green cloak, you see an old man. His white beard slightly peeking out beyond the hood of his cloak. And next to him, a covered birdcage. Covered in seemingly just a big old sheet of leather with a handle poking out the top. He sits reading a book as you walk toward him. And unfortunately, your perception was not good enough for the other half of this scene.
Oh.
Skrunk, you feel your feet give from under you and you fall to the ground as something grabs your ankle. And I need you right now to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yet. Okay. It's +3. That's a 21.
That's a 21.
Oh, not.
That's pretty fucking good. You roll out of the grasp of whatever grabs your ankle and you turn to look and you see nothing.
Fuck. He rolls over, scout. He's looking around. He instantly pulls out his arquebus and is in kind of a crouched, defensive position. I don't see anything.
You don't see anything. I'll give you one more chance. You can roll perception or investigation. And we'll see if you catch anything.
Investigation. That is a 20.
That's a 20? Nat or dirty?
Oh, sorry, dirty. 14 + 6.
On which stat?
Investigation.
Investigation. With investigation, you lock the fuck in. You look at your surroundings, your eyes flitting to and fro, and you catch just a blur in front of you. Somebody is invisible. Greater invisibility in front of you. While greater invisibility is a powerful spell, your sharp eyes catch that there are multiple people around you under the influence of this spell. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit. That's a 5.
Skrunk, you are going to take... Skrunk, you are going to take 46 damage.
Holy
Psychic.
fucking shit.
Skrunk, was that half your health?
Holy shit.
Or more?
That was over. I have 6 health left. Yeah.
Skrunk, roll me a con save. You're going into a system shock.
Oh my god. That's 10.
That's 10. With the 10, you fail. Skrunk, your system shock. I'm gonna roll for it.
Do I shit my pants?
Skrunk,
what I was gonna say.
Completely unconscious. Your vision goes black, and no longer are you cognizant of the world. And with that, you guys all make it to Morgan. You guys make your way across town back to the shack where Morgan is just sitting, kind of petting his dragon. And he says, "Right, have you heard back?"
So we have agreements to your conditions. However, The only caveat we have is that it must be done at night.
That's it? Fuck yeah,
As it
I
is.
agree. I thought it was going to be a lot
I
worse
was
than that.
like,
Hell yeah, let's go.
I don't
I
know
agree.
why they
We're
said
done.
that. Oh, okay. See, I was like, I didn't.
No,
I look
yeah.
at Ripple. I was like, I don't know why they were gonna disagree. Thought they were gonna disagree. It's dark down here. It's called midnight.
I mean,
Yeah,
I thought they were going to tell us to stay out of town and sail around, which I also would have been cool with taking Duskwater trade routes, but they're letting us do all of it. That's what I like to hear. You can tell the 7 that I fully agree, and that I want a quest for me.
You would like a quest for
I would
yourself.
like a quest for me.
Any
Okay.
specifics on the kind of quest that you want?
I just got to get out of this city, man.
Fair enough. It doesn't seem like it's the greatest place to be. All right, we'll make the call.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys call
Is-
the 7, and they pick up immediately. They've been waiting. And you hear a little bit muffled at first, and then it just kind of walks in. McGolnar going, right, hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. What did Morrigan say?
So Morgan fully agreed to everything, and would like to take a quest for themselves.
He wants to work for us as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Tell him to come with you up to the surface. We'll meet you. Meet us at the docks. Well, at your earliest convenience. Hopefully by tomorrow morning. Preferably.
Okay.
We're ready to move.
All right. We'll see you guys later.
Alrighty. See you by tomorrow morning. And the sending stone hangs up, and Morgan goes, I guess let's figure out a ship. Let's go. And he leads you out of the hut and down toward the small harbor in this underdark cove. Is there anything you guys would like to do or say before you reach that harbor?
Has anyone seen Sprunk?
Yeah, should we not leave until we have Skrunk with us?
Skrunk
can
did
call him,
say
right?
that he was going to his
Maybe we'll go to
bastion,
the
which
bastion.
is
Oh, okay, his
somewhere
bastion.
else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, then
yeah.
no, I'm good. Skrunk went to his bastion, Dio.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
If
Yeah,
you
I'm
would
good to
like to
go.
just like as a friend call Skrunk, you can. That's an option.
How did he get out of here? That's the real
I don't know.
question.
I don't know if Dio and I have each other's sending stones.
You did not say you did, so you don't. But everybody else does.
Dio, do you want me to call Skrunk for you so you can check in on him?
I mean, if you're gonna call him anyway, if you already have your sending stone out.
Dio, just be straightforward. Do you want me to call Skrunk for you?
I didn't know if I was gonna. I didn't know if like this is
I
head
mean, it's
back
a
and,
yes
like,
or
put
no
away.
question,
I'm gonna
Dio.
grab
Do you
Dio's
want me to
head.
call Skrunk for you?
It's like I'm gonna just grab Dio's head and nod it. Just say yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I
I'm
pull
gonna
out
shake my hand like,
sending
ew,
stone.
I can't believe I did that. Ew.
I pull out my sending stone and I try to call Skrunk for Dio.
You try to call Skrunk, and it buzzes for a while. And Skrunk, do you have a
Yeah,
voicemail
actually,
message?
there's a click, and it's, hey, it's Space. What's up?
Hey Skrunk, we're just calling in to check on you.
You
Dio's
fucking
really
lose
worried.
this voicemail. I fucking fell for it.
Ripple hangs
then-
up.
Yeah,
did he
everybody
say?
heard that. Sending stones are almost always on speaker. So
I'll try
Ripple-
one more time,
Ripple,
Dio.
Ripple, you receive an automated text that says, "This is an automated text from Skrunk's phone. You fucking buffoon! You fell for my trap."
incredible.
Maybe Wisteria should try. Maybe he has me sit to auto decline.
Sure, why not? Boop.
Yeah,
Sending-
you call Skrunk and the same thing happens.
Actually,
Oh,
you're, boop, boop. Hey, Wisteria, what's going on?
I don't know if I should
customized.
fall for this. Hello? Skrunk? Is that Skrunk? What are you doing? Why are you not answering Ripple? How did you hang up?
Get home, idiot! You think just because I build bombs, I know how to enchant shit too?
I'll allow it.
I swear.
Anyway, leave your
Everything.
message after the beep.
We'll say
Skrunk,
you
just
spent a
know.
long rest doing that shit.
You're dead.
Absolutely.
When you get this message, just know I'm going
I
to
was
strangle
kidding. This
you.
is the real beep right here.
Wisteria just stares off into the abyss. When I get that bastard,
Oh,
I
fuck.
swear to everything, I'm gonna drown him. I'm gonna drown him.
Is that? Do you say that you're going to drown him, even in
Yeah.
just your head?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say
So
this. I'm
well
gonna
done.
drown him. I'm gonna.
Stop it. Stop.
He got the
Stop.
full name out. The full
Stop.
name.
Hey, chill.
He
Thank
said
you.
her full government.
All right, that's it. No more looking outside for you. You can't.
Oh no.
My
Oh,
chair is
no.
hot on my chair.
No.
Ooh.
Matt is silencing
Ooh.
women.
I am silencing women.
And
Women
Damn.
won't shut up. No.
Whoa, Matt.
Whoa.
whoa.
Siri does not like other dogs. There was somebody loitering just outside my window with their dog.
Oh.
It's problematic. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. That was a bit.
God damn, Matt.
Now I gotta post this on Fresh Rolls Shorts telling you all that it was a bit. Oh fuck. Riley, we have beef.
Matt will remember that.
Megan, we
Thank
have
you,
beef.
Riley.
Don't kill Caloron, please. Shout out to Goblins and Girlies coming soon. Yeah, you guys get beef teas. Oh no, Cal's cooked. Guys, I'm only gonna be on one podcast soon enough. You guys get absolutely trolled by Skrunk, early
Thank you.
2000s style. And take
Should we be
with that what you
concerned?
will.
Should we be concerned that he's not answering either of this? What if it was an emergency?
Well, maybe he's in a dead zone.
He's gonna be the dead zone. Keep on
Actually-
stupid.
Oh yeah. Wisteria, you said you would drown him, right?
Yeah.
Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom saving. For a wisdom saving throw, I got a 16.
With a 16, let's see. Beautiful. You hear a voice in the back of your head that says, "For a promise yet fulfilled," and your coin purse gets a little heavier. If you look in it, you have gained 1,000 gold, and you feel a little bit of bloodlust towards Skrunk.
What the fuck?
May or may not have made a deal with Davy Jones. We'll see.
I got
Are you good, Wisteria?
maybe.
Huge.
Every time you think
I-
of Skrunk, you feel like you should kill that motherfucker.
Anyways,
Huh.
just strange urge. But you know what? That's just it's Skrunk. It's Skrunk. It is what it is.
Strange urge
A
is a weird thing to
A
say out loud.
strange urge towards Skrunk?
Not. Please don't take it that way. That is.
We need that ship. Fan art, please.
It's like not
Nothing
in
lewd,
that.
preferably.
It's like Skrunk just makes me want to murder him sometimes, and that urge to murder him increases sometimes, and it was just one of those moments.
Oh, an
Uh-huh.
enemies to lovers story. Those were my favorite back in the monastery.
There were a lot of those. A lot of pirates meeting with Malor and monks and settling down.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I love Skrunk dearly, but it's more of like he's like one of my brothers, which I have two, and I would also drown them. Give an opportunity.
Roll a wisdom saving throw. You said the D
No.
word.
It's an 8.
It's an 8. Yeah, every time you think of your brothers, you think you should kill those motherfuckers for real. And you also hear in the back of your head, a deal made yet again, yet fulfilled. And 2,000 more gold.
Just
What are you
looking
talking
around
about,
like,
Carrie?
is somebody here? I keep. Did you guys hear anything?
Wisteria discovered the limited or the unlimited money hat.
Yeah, there you go.
At what cost?
At what cost?
It's just a few dead people.
It's like, but I do love them dearly. And, anyways, we should go. We should go. We should go.
Both
Get
of
outta here.
you, unless Wisteria is trying to hide it, feel a distinct bloodlust.
Yeah, are you trying to hide it?
No.
I'm gonna stand a few feet away.
Maybe we just take a few
Solid
breaths,
choice.
Wisteria, and we'll just go to the ship and maybe sleep, and maybe you'll feel better.
Yeah, maybe I'm just tired. Maybe this place just kind of gives off some corruption. You know, we're in a town of thieves. Things happen. So maybe I'm just being maybe a little influenced by, midnight territory. Hell, you never know. I might be a pirate like you, Ripple. Let's see where this goes.
That could be fun. You could join my crew.
Are we
on
not
my
already
ship,
a crew?
on my actual ship.
Are we not already a crew? Like,
It's like I have 2 crews, and it'd be cool to bring my 2 crews together into one crew. Like the
What if-
separate
what
friend
if-
group thing.
Well, yeah, but what if your two crews don't like each other? And,
Well, then I'd get rid of
Yeah.
the original crew. Not the original
Who's-
crew. On my
Who's the
ship.
original?
You guys are my
Oh.
adventuring party.
not you, Dio.
And then on my ship, not Dio, but then on my ship, it's a crew.
All right, so to Duskwater before we get any further corrupted down here. Let's go.
Yeah, you guys make it to the harbor, and Morgan goes, "Watch this. Check this out. I don't think you guys have seen this yet. This is cool as hell." And
Zip?
yeah, he whips it out. No, a big old scaly dick. No, he
No.
gestures to the gangplank of a ship. Do you guys board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rips it outside.
Thank you, chat, for highlighting that.
It's like
Um.
it's like I'm gonna go walk up the plank slowly, like, Ripple, if it's all right with you, I'm just gonna hold out my hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ripple holds her hand out and
Aw.
helps.
So cute.
And Ripple is doing that thing where very trying to keep the face just like straight face, but is like on the inside like, oh my god.
Incredible. Roll deception for me. Wisteria, roll insight or perception, either or.
I'm gonna be honest, she does not notice because she is terrified of walking over the water to get
That's fair.
On the play.
Got a
Yeah, that's
10.
fair. Yeah, no, you would have noticed if you tried, but
No, I wasn't trying. Was not trying.
Dio, before you board the ship, Morgan looks at you and says, "So, I've been told you're looking for the perfect flower, and I admire the reasoning. I
Oh,
too was married once long ago, and I think as much as you may like the people you're traveling with right now, I don't think adventuring is going to get you what you want. If you want, I can set you up with a trader who may be able to find you a perfect specimen. Would you like that?"
So the other 2 are boarding the ship right now, right?
Yes,
On
you
the
are on the
gangplank?
dock, about to jump on the gangplank.
I'll look at them. I'm gonna kind of consider how much money I've made. 'Cause I think I've only made like 1,000 gold.
Yeah, some thereabouts, which is not enough
Yeah,
to get you something you would consider perfect.
Okay,
You
I'll
goes,
stay.
Right. Do you want a second to talk to your friends, or would you just like to go now?
Once they get aboard the ship, I'll kind of walk up with them.
Okay.
Wisteria, Ripple.
What's up, Dio?
Look, Morgan offered me something here, and I'm gonna be staying here.
What did he offer you?
Trading job.
I mean, you shouldn't. I don't know. You shouldn't turn down such a great opportunity for you, Dio. There's a lot of money in trade.
I do.
It's a lot safer.
It definitely is, but have you understand the concept of money yet, Dio? That's
I'll adapt.
okay. That's fair. Well, I mean, you're still always, I guess, welcome as an adventurer. You're enlisted now, so
I wanna reach out with both hands to Wisteria and Ripple.
uh,
Okay, you do that.
Do you
I was trying my best not to say that.
damn.
I think Ripple kind of like taps your hand, like a little fist bump at your hand, and then puts her hand right back down.
Damn.
it's like,
It was
Aw.
great. It was great to be a Dusk Warrior, guys.
Oh.
Maybe
I'm
I'll
gonna do a
see you
little
again.
hand tap on his, like, just do a little tap. Thanks.
It was great having you while we did, Dio. I think you'll be a great trader. And then Ripple's gonna pat his head a little bit.
A little bit
Can
of
I-
acceptance. I love it.
Can I
Progress.
insight check to see if it's like a very genuine one or kind of like a dismissive?
Yeah. Roll insight. Ripple. Is this? Are you being genuine? Are you being deceptive?
I'm not gonna roll against it, so I can just tell him
Okay.
with his
I got a
insight.
22.
In that case, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think Dio can tell that Ripple is not necessarily sad that he's leaving, but Ripple also kind of feels bad for being so rude to him the whole time because it was short-lived. So it's like
I think Dio,
damn, he's leaving already, but also thank God he's leaving already.
I think he gets a little smile, walks down the gangplank, and nods to both of you before walking off.
Bye, Dio. Be safe.
Good luck,
I was-
Dio.
I was really hoping
Goodbye,
for
you
Dio
two.
crash out.
And like I say that, looking over the edge, and I see water, and go back. Nope, not doing this. Not doing
Just
this.
don't look at it. Just don't look at it.
I just, it's everywhere.
And you guys set off as Dio walks down the dock, grabbing a note from Morgan before he leaves. And as Dio watches you all sail out into the harbor, you feel a sharp jerk to the left, and I need both of y'all to make a dexterity saving throw. Ripple, don't bother. That's a nat 1. Prophetic screw
Okay.
up.
Yep.
That's one. That's one.
I'm gonna mark it
16.
down.
Woo!
16.
Yep.
With 16, you are able to hold on to the railing of the boat. Ripple, you fall to the deck as this thing just straight up jerks to the side. Having not gotten to either side of the ship yet or to anything you could grab onto, you just straight up fall over. You are going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the deck. And the ship turns on its own. No sails down. Nobody changing the rudder. Toward what looks like just a straight up stone wall and begins gaining speed. What do you guys do?
I feel like Ripple is a little dazed after hitting the ground. I think
Yeah, that's
she
fair.
just stays right there.
Point towards a wall.
Toward a wall. Just like a big old cavern wall. It looks like stone to you.
I'm looking for Morgan. Like Morgan, please.
Morgan's like standing off to the side, arms crossed, just like in a stable stance, going, "Don't worry about it."
Wisteria's
And
just gonna go have a
Yep,
breakdown
yep.
and cry on the floor. Like, this is where it
yeah,
ends.
Ripple surely doesn't
Wisteria
worry about it.
Wisteria enters the fetal position. You see as this ship careens toward the side of this cavern, and as you all brace for impact or don't brace, up to you, the side of the cavern gives way. It wasn't real. It was an illusion. You passed directly through and up a tube of rock and water, as it feels like the ship is being sucked upward. There's some force moving everything in, on, and around the ship upward toward the surface. And once again, I need you both to make a dexterity saving throw. Ripple, don't worry about it. It's nat 1.
Let's two.
That's
Get screwed
2.
up.
That's
It's almost like
it.
it's been prophesied.
That's an 18 this time.
That's an 18. Yeah, once again, you're able to grab onto the railing and stay pretty stable as this ship begins rocketing upward. You see, like, this ship is almost fully vertical, and Morgan is just still standing on the deck with his arms crossed as Ripple, you fly past him and hit the wall of the captain's quarters. You are going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
Okay.
As you guys rocket upward, you hear crew members below decks and on the deck grabbing onto things, or like Morgan for some of the older and stronger crewmates, just fucking standing there aura farming, just taking the brunt of this force. As you rocket upwards, and the cave begins to curve upside down, the water sticking to the ceiling, as does the ship. However, you guys do not. And I need you once again to roll me a dex save. Ripple, don't worry about it.
Okay, I called it.
This one is an 8.
That's an 8. Alrighty. You are not able to keep your grasp, and you begin to fall toward the moving cavern below you, above you. You're not entirely sure at this point. And as you fall, the ship curves yet again, and you do fall onto the deck of the ship, both of you. However, different die are rolled for your damage. Wisteria, you take 1 bludgeoning.
Yay.
Ripple, you take 15 bludgeoning as you hit your head on the deck
Ah,
after being turned upside down.
Very cool.
You guys continue onward as the ship kind of weaves back and forth through this cavern. Morgan shouting above the noise, something that you can't really comprehend because it is so fucking loud in here. And you guys feel an impact as you hit the surface of the water above you. And once again, make a dexterity saving throw for me. Ripple,
my
don't worry about it.
4.
That is 4.
A 5.
Oh.
All right, you got a 5?
Yes.
Wisteria, you are thrown backwards into the captain's quarters as the ship breaches the surface. You are going to take 10 bludgeoning as your back slams against the wall. Ripple, you are going to take 12 bludgeoning as the same thing happens to you. And you guys emerge above the surface of the sea as the ship begins to even out. However, a storm gathers above you and rain pours down as thunder and lightning crash and boom. And you guys are on the tumultuous seas. I need both of you to make an acrobatics check to try and even just stay on the ship. Ripple, don't worry about it.
I got a 15.
got a 15. All right. You are able to grab on the railing and stay on the ship. You are good to go. You almost fly over, but you grab hold and are able to pull yourself up. Ripple, unfortunately, you fly over the edge down into the water, which isn't the worst thing for you. As you impact with the water, it does knock your breath out of you, and you are going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. But you are able to breathe in water. Like that's fine. You can hold your own in the sea, tumultuous or not. And you now have a chance to with these giant waves crashing over the side of the ship, you are now able to try and get back on the ship. And I will let you roll whatever you can convince me you want to roll. And I do promise I'm not going to hit you with a prophetic screw up for this one.
I have 1 health point currently.
Good luck.
So
Get some healing.
could I potentially use my shape water ability
Yes, you can.
to shape water around myself to kind of propel myself back into the ship?
Absolutely, you can. And I'm gonna say that just straight up works. You don't have to roll anything. Good use. Good use of your spells. Yeah, you make it onto the ship as water rushes to the side of you, and I need you to make a dexterity or a strength check for me. Either or, whatever you choose.
I'll do strength. A nat fucking 20.
Let's go! You grab onto the mast, you wrap a rope around your wrist, and you are fucking solid. There's no way you are going anywhere. As Morrigan looks at you and goes, "Hey, catch!" And tosses something at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
13.
13. With the 13, you catch what he throws at you. It's not pretty. You have to like lean because like the ship is just kind of throwing you around. No matter how
And I
good
got
the
1
throw
health
was,
point. I'm
it's
fucked
gonna be
up.
hard. Yeah, exactly. And you look down at your hand, and it is a potion of greater healing.
Oh, I chug it.
You chug it. I need you.
Ripple like
Hold
bites
on.
the fucking cork out and just starts.
Nice.
You see, regain 4d4 plus 4 hit points.
Okay. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 10 points.
You got 10
No,
points of health.
yeah, 10
Okay.
points of health.
So you are at 11 now.
11.
Correct? Okay,
Yes. Yep.
cool. As another wave hits you, the boat is propelled another direction. As Morgan, just cackling over the sound of the storm, still stands there aura farming. Bro has not moved this entire time.
Take his ass.
As a wave pushes you out, and you see sunlight for the first time since you entered midnight. As the storm starts to pull away, you see in front of you not a blue sky, not direct sunlight, but the evening sky, even though it's noon, of Duskwater. And the sun high above you, the orange sky giving you the appearance of dusk as you float toward the Duskwater harbor. And Morgan walks towards you guys and goes, "Not too bad, am I right? It's pretty cool.
Beat my fucking ass.
You survived it. It's okay." And
Can
with
I
that,
use my second wind to gain more health?
absolutely you can. And as you use second wind, we're going to take our second bio break for the day. Everybody take 5 minutes. See you in exactly 5 minutes, and then we will finish up the session. Be right back, my dudes.
Take everybody out. Why don't you?
I'm here to kill all of y'all. I'm sorry to tell you, Time of Blood is now hard mode.
I prepared my second character finally.
I did.
Nice.
Good shit. All right, you guys. Two of you make it to Duskwater, and in the harbor, you see a giant ship. The flags of blue and gold of the Adventurer Guild fly from each mast, and from some points on the side railing of the ship. It's a big ship. There's a lot of places to put flags, and they sure did. And atop it, you see the familiar form of Magalnar in his white and gold armor, and you also see Onder in his black armor. And walking up to them, you see Vera Craven. And as you guys disembark from this ship belonging to Morrigan and walk up to the ship seemingly owned by the Seven, as you make it to the main deck, you see that they are all there. All the remaining members of the Seven. Magalnar, Onder, Vera, Karis, Grigor, all standing on deck, waiting for you. And this playlist is not loading that I need. We're just gonna go with this for now. You guys for the first time see the Seven preparing to leave Duskwater all at once. As Magalnar and Onder walk up to you and say, "Are you ready? Well, we're all going. Well, we're all ready to go. We're all packed. Do you need anything before we leave?"
I'm sorry. What?
We're gonna go find Ravis. We're going to Alvir.
Oh, yeah, no, we're
Oh.
ready.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So just to refresh you on the plan, because we did give you just kind of like a precursor thing before. We're gonna go find Ravis. All of us are coming, because directly after that we're headed to the Holy See, and we're going to petition the gods' help in fighting the vampires.
Just like a
Oh.
tear just rolls down my cheek on the side, like, oh my, I just got back to land.
Onder
okay.
pats you on the shoulder and goes, "That's all right. I get seasick too. You and I can share a bucket." And
Ew.
you hear actually both of you roll perception for me.
Perception.
10.
10. Okay. With a 10,
4.
with a 4 you don't hear shit. With a 10, you hear bits and pieces of other members of the Seven having a conversation. You see Vera and Grigor talking off to the side, and you kind of catch a little bit glimpse of Vera going, "Actually, it's kind of exciting. We haven't been on an adventure together since we first formed this group as the Seven. Ever since we've taken our positions, I don't think we've all been together. We are unfortunately missing a couple. We'll have to have a drink for them somewhere along the journey." And Grigor claps her on the shoulder and says something you can't hear as you move past, and you guys set off. We're not going to roll random events. The ship is too big for most of this random event table. So in this 2-week journey to Alvir, what do you guys want to get done?
I'd like. Is that enough time to fully attune to my armor?
Absolutely. It'll only take a long rest.
Okay. What happens when I attune to it?
You attune to it, and you feel the force of the ocean flowing through the chest plate. You feel that with just a word or a motion up to you, you will be able to send a cataclysmic wave toward your enemies, knocking them off balance, and depending on how much health they have, maybe drowning them.
Okay. Cool. I don't really have anything else I want
Yeah,
to
I'm
do.
like, kind of just got hurled back onto a ship when we got back.
Yeah, sorry, we got to keep the episode rolling.
No, you're good.
I don't know what's there to do on a ship. I'm gonna do ship things.
I mean, you can talk to people. You can help out if you want.
I guess we should
Off the
talk
deck?
to Magalnar.
Yeah, you find
See how he's doing.
a couple of days in, you find Magalnar like kind of standing on the prow, 1 foot up, just like looking over the sea. And he hears you approaching and turns around and goes, "Ribble, how's it going?"
It's going. How are you though?
I honestly have been better, but I've also been worse. So I'll get through it.
Ain't that just the way?
It just be that way for real.
do do we know anything about the situation we're going into looking for Ravis? Like, do we have any clues or?
We don't really have clues, unfortunately. Ravis hasn't left much of a trail. So we're going to start near the village where he was last seen. A few miles south there's another village, Port Town. We're going to start in. And I say we ask around and see if we can find anything about him. Otherwise, I believe we need to go back to that town and see if we can pick up a trail. Though, personally, I would like to stay out of that one, if it comes to it.
Okay. I'm sure we could find something without having to go to the town.
Here's hoping.
You said he was seen. Do we know who saw him? Did he
You.
seem okay? Oh,
It was, you guys were the last ones to see him. Your report was the last thing we have on Ravis.
okay, per.
Wait, does Ripple say that in character?
Yeah.
No, Magalnar gives her a weird look for a second and goes, "Cat person, maybe."
I'm going through some things.
That's-
Sorry.
You know what? You find yourself. That's not for me to judge. And he looks out over the sea and goes, "I hope we're able to find him quickly. Things are getting worse."
I do too.
Can I trust you with some information that you can't tell anybody else?
Of course.
As another person of the cloth. Have you felt an absence? Because I have. I don't feel Tyr guiding me anymore. I can still use his radiant power, but I haven't spoken to him in months at this point.
I unfortunately haven't had the same experience with Melora, but I do know that her power has been waning. Something's going on, but I'm not sure what.
The goddess of the sea should not have her power wane. Not now. Something's
Yeah.
wrong. Something's
Something
very wrong.
is. Hopefully, we find answers in the Holy See.
I'm hoping. For now, I don't know the full extent of this weakening of the gods, but do your best to stay alive.
I will. That's always the goal.
Of course.
I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna go check on Wisteria. She's not great with water.
Yeah,
But
I think Onder was giving her a new bucket to
Oh,
in.
maybe I can help her work through it. I don't know.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, Ripple will walk away and then I guess go look for Wisteria just to check on her, but I'll leave it to Fomar now.
Oh, I'm just chilling on the side of the ship with the bucket sitting next to Onder. We're chopping it up over stuff that he saw in the Holy See at this point, since he went to do research on the vampires.
He goes, outside of books, we've been talking too much about books so far. I did a few
Uh-huh.
other things in the Holy See. They opened a brand new tea shop. I think we should all go
Cool.
once we get there. It's very lovely.
Oh,
That sounds absolutely amazing.
Honestly, I was a very big fan of their Earl Grey. I know Earl Grey is not everybody's thing, but if you're into that kind of like heavy black tea, it's very delicious.
Oh, that sounds amazing, actually. In fact, I mean, what else did they have there besides Earl Grey? Like, it's a choice. I'll say that it's a choice, but not my favorite. But I don't
Of
hate
course. I mean, it's all mostly black tea, of course, being Northern Alvier and everything. They do have a very light floral jasmine.
it. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Like back home, we used to have that a little bit more, but growing up in forest type areas, all that other stuff, you kind of find some extra stuff to make tea out of that. It's questionable, but you'd be surprised how good it is.
Right. I'm not brave enough to add random things to tea. I'd rather other people make it for me.
I'm just saying, you don't know until you try. Like
I mean, if you have recommendations, I'm down to try it. I just don't want to be the first one to try it, you know?
Okay, so here's the thing. I'll always try it first. It's part of the experiment. Live a little, Onder. Live a little. Experimentation. It's how we get through life.
You know, I might take that to heart. And as both of our characters meet up, and as Ripple tries to comfort Wisteria as we travel among the sea, we reach Alvir. At this point, the familiar coast, lined with pine trees, and in front of it, a port town, muddy, dirty, and bustling with people. As you guys land and exit, you guys hear a ruckus in front of you, just off of the harbor. In front of you, you see the sign of a tavern, worn with weather and rain. And as you take a closer look to see what the tavern is called, you hear a crash, and from the window in front of the tavern, you see a dwarf fly into the mud beneath as a large dragonborn walks down the stairs in front of the tavern toward him. And Halphos, I need you to describe your character.
absolutely. So I've done a costume change. In the street, you see a very old dwarf. He has a long white beard that is braided a little bit loosely in kind of three parts, and a crazy wild mane of white hair that goes down to his shoulders, a very large, curled up, almost tusk-like mustache. Very One Piece style. Crazy big bushy eyebrows. He's not wearing any shoes. He's not wearing any armor. He's wearing essentially. It looks almost like like a tunic, kind of like a very loose fitting skirt almost, and then just like a loose tank top. And
Okay.
he takes himself slowly off the ground, kind of affixing the straps on his backpack, and you all hear him say, "All I want is for you to pay the price that you said you'd pay, and now you're trying to stiff me for an honest day's work." It spits out a tooth onto the ground. And you see him kind of staggering a little bit. Is this urgent business you want here?
I'm gonna be real with you, Felix. I didn't understand a word of that.
Oh no. Is the noise cancellation fucking with the
Yeah,
is it?
just a little.
Oh no. Okay. I'll get rid of the gruff a little bit. He says, picking himself on the ground. All I want is for you to pay me what is owed. And he kind of
And
stands up a little bit, spits a tooth on the ground.
the Dragonborn just hawks a loogie at your feet and goes, "You ask too much, Hunter."
Another thing I forgot to mention real fast. This man, this dwarf is maybe like 3.5 feet tall and like 4 feet like wide. He is built like a fucking box, and he's jacked. He's like old man jacked, you know, like where it's really like sinewy and like he obviously had more muscle at one point and like his skin's a little loose, but he is like huge, like bulging veins up his arms. He has giant hands where the knuckles are just like super calloused over. They're kind of slanted in one direction. We already agreed on a price. I completed the job, and now you're reneging.
You still ask too much, and he throws a punch at you.
Awesome.
Does does a 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
Okay, yeah, he throws a punch and whiffs. What are you doing?
Halfos takes a little lean back, moving faster than you all would expect this elderly dwarf to move. And he says, I'm going to give you one last chance, and then the consequences will be on your own head, boy. Do you understand? You do not want to piss off the hunt.
I'll give you something to understand, and he's gonna throw another punch at you.
Okay, roll. Do it.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
Okay, you are going to take. Hold on. There we go. 8 points of bludgeoning as he clocks you in the face.
Oof. Yeah, Halfos gets knocked a little bit. And he turns back around and wipes now blood dripping down from a broken nose. And he says, I hope you survive this, and I'm going to attack.
Okay. Roll to hit. What are you attacking
He
with?
squares up. I'm going to Fury of Blows.
Okay.
So
Kick
I'm
his
going
ass.
to make 4 attacks on this fucker.
Fuck yeah.
We see, okay, that is a 9. Not a good start.
Nope. That doesn't hit.
25.
That does.
A nat 1.
Nope.
And a 14.
The 25 and the 14 both hit. The nat
Cool.
1, with the nat 1, you feel something in your shoulder pop. We'll resolve that later. And
Awesome.
Roll the other 2 hits.
Fantastic. So that is 8. That's 16 points of bludgeoning damage coming his way.
16. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you fucking like you just walk up and just start punching. He dodges the first 2 punches, and you feel something pop in your shoulder on the second. But on the third and fourth, you hit him square in the jaw both times, and he is dazed and stumbles backwards. You get another chance to take a hit on him if you want.
I'm going to tell you now, this next pop to your nose is going to be painful. Do you reconsider?
You just hear him like dazedly go, "Fuck you."
Yeah, he's just going to wail on him.
Okay.
Just brutally in the street. That is, well, that one doesn't hit. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
Awesome. So I think the first one, the shoulder popped again, maybe.
Oh, wasn't that one?
It was a 2.
Okay, no,
so
the shoulder doesn't
it's
pop.
definitely
That's
not
only
low
on
enough.
that one.
Okay. And that's gonna be 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. How do you want to knock this motherfucker out?
I think it is has anyone ever seen Hitman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you know the scene where he's like, I want to fight 10 men, and like the last one he takes down, he like or this is like the second to last one he takes down is like the rabbit punches.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I
sick.
I think what you hear is like the sound of like wet slapping meat as he like rapidly just rabbit punches this dude up the chest and then like finally lands a blow on the side of his head, knocking him out.
Yeah, as you land the blow on the side of his head, his body just like it doesn't go rigid, but it just stiffens a little bit. And he just falls backwards into the mud, unconscious, as people are like cheering from the tavern.
Halthos is going to check for his pulse, make sure he's still alive.
He is.
Okay, cool. And then he is going to rifle through this man's pouch and take the gold that he's owed.
You find the gold that you're owed, which is, by the way, 1,000 gold plus another 300.
Halthos just takes 1,000 gold.
Okay, yeah, add 1,000 gold to your inventory.
I will happily do that.
And everybody, you're walking up to Halthos. As you see this man drop, you just watch this whole fight.
Insane work. Good job, I think.
I did not want to, but he had it coming to him. And this elderly dwarf pulls. He has a small metal flask he takes out of a pocket in his bag, and he takes a quick sip. And you realize that this dwarf, just reeks of alcohol.
And with that, I need everybody other than Halthos to roll a history check for me. Let's see how much you know about the history
15.
of the world. 15, that's pretty good.
History, that is a 17.
17. With a 15 and 17, you're going to get pretty much the same answer. It's rare to find a dwarf in this day and age. When the drowning happened, the world Alderoth was very much your regular high fantasy world. Dwarves lived in mines at the base of mountains, whereas elves lived in towers and forests. And when the drowning happened, most dwarves weren't able to make it out. Most dwarves died in the drowning. So while the dwarves you find are ancestors of the dwarves who survived, they're still few and far between. So finding an old dwarf such as Halthos is very rare indeed.
What are you whippersnappers doing in Alvear? I see you come down on a big fancy ship.
Yeah, we were just we were coming to see if anybody has seen someone we're looking for.
We're searching for a friend.
Yeah.
Did Halthos see any of the seven?
Yeah, the seven are walking up the path behind the Dusk Warriors, just like maybe 30 feet behind.
So maybe he hasn't like clocked it, and he goes, "Oh, okay. Well, he's very nice. And he extends a large hand towards you, and he's kind of eyeing the two of you, and he pauses for a second, and he says, "Wait a second. You're a little night walker, aren't you?" And he says to Wisteria, and he said, "Wisteria says, and you're a little, yes? Or you're a Wisteria, yes? You're
Other
the
way
Dusk
around.
Warriors." And he clasps both your hands and is shaking them vigorously and says, "It is an honor to meet other warriors in the fight against those damned mosquitoes." And he's just mildly shaking your arm. "Oh, the other way. My apologies. Some of the stories might have been conflated. I heard about some of your glorious battles, and as one hunter to some others, it is inspiring to see you younger folk take up the mantle."
Thanks.
Just as inspiring as it is to meet somebody who's obviously experienced.
Now, are you here on pleasure or biz? And then maybe as he's saying that, he looks over and sees. I think he sees some of the seven walking over, and he pauses.
The first
Uh,
person
is-
you see is Magolnar. The two behind him are
Where?
Vera and Onder.
He looks over and says, "Oh, bless my teeth!" And he starts running over to Magolnar. You tall stack of green shit, how are you doing? And
Hold on. Nat 20. Magolnar looks at you and just like stops in his tracks and then raises a hand and daps you the fuck up. He goes, Halvos, I haven't seen you in years. How have you been?
I've been better, but it looks like you finally put some weight on yourself. And he kind of taps, he kind of like, just like a little like slap around the waist.
Yeah,
And
much like you, Magolnar is built like a fucking box. He is square by square.
I remember looking back at the westward. I remember when this one was just a beanstalk, but twice as green. And then he looks over. Under, is that the wee bookworm over there?
Halfos? What the hell? Where did you come from, old timer?
Oh, I was old timer. You watch your fucking mouth there, Sonny, and
You make
respect
me.
your elders. He squares up. Are you sure you want to do this in the street right now?
Yeah, Magolnar, a short king with scrawny arms, squares up. He goes, always.
I think they're kind of like play boxing with
sounds
each other. He laughs. He looks over there and says, "I don't know who you are, but if you're friends of these, then you're friends of mine."
Oh, well, you're proteges, it sounds like. Members
Oh,
of the same
no.
organization as me, the Seven. We are the governing body of the Adventuring Guild.
Fancy lady with her fancy voice, huh?
I-
It's nice to meet you. And spits in his hand and extends it to Farah.
She looks disgusted and turns to Magolnar, and Magolnar gives her like a hasty, just like, please do this kind of nod. And let's see. That's a nat 20 again on persuasion. Vera spits in her hand as well and meets your handshake with the most disgusted look on her face that I think she's ever pulled in her life.
Just in the background, you see Wisteria.
Yeah, I think Purple's making a face too.
Wisteria, as you make that sound, roll a wisdom saving throw. You are allowed to fail it if you want.
Wisdom. I probably might fail it anyway. Yeah, I got a 7.
You got a 7? Oh, with a 7, you hear Vera's voice in the back of your mind go, don't do that, you're not the one doing it, come on. Show me some support.
It's like, sorry. Like, did she hear me if I say anything back?
Yes.
I said, I'm sorry. Touch and spit. I'm sorry.
It's disgusting. You try doing this.
No,
Try
thanks.
actually doing it. It's much
No,
grosser.
thanks. I'm okay.
You do see Halfos like takes his hand away, and then maybe a little bit shocking, he just takes a big whiff of his hand. And there's
hold on.
And he goes, interesting. I smell something odd. He smells a little bit more. Go for it, Matt.
As you sniff the first time, Vera made a constitution save, and as you just take like a massive whiff, she just fucking barfs in front of you.
Oh, and he covers his nose. He said, all I was going to say is there's some strange scent on your last, but you may need a drink. And he hands her his flask.
What's in this?
Something of my own concoction.
That
Strong
doesn't-
enough to put the beast to sleep.
You know what? Fucking fine. I don't know what the beast is, but knock me the fuck out. And she takes a swig. What's in this flask?
So Halfos is he is proficient in brewing supplies, which he has a small amount of. I think he has like a few like very small kegs in his backpack of like homemade liquor and beer.
Okay, is this a liquor
And
or is it this a beer?
this is a strong alcohol. It's
Okay.
he uses it as almost a sedative of sorts for himself.
Y'all have your first casualty, quote unquote, of the adventure as Vera takes a swig and then falls backwards and passes the fuck out. Yeah,
Halfos' his hand.
Onder picks up
Yeah.
the flask and hands it to Halfos and goes, "She's never been able to hold her liquor. I'm sorry."
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry for the state that I'm in. And again, you see huge, like bloody mess down his face, hand covered in spit. He looks back at the dust warrior, and you catch something odd. He has these just black eyes with two yellow pupils. There's something about them. And he says, "So what are you in town for again? I'm interested now. Are you hunting?"
Before y'all answer, I need you both to roll a nature check. Wisteria with advantage.
15.
Okay.
Okay, hold on just a sec. Dang it, go away. 18.
18. Both of you. You look into Halfos's eyes and you see something canine there. Something you wouldn't normally see in a dwarf. A primal energy. Something bloodthirsty. Something good at hunting and killing. And that's all I'm gonna
Because
give
if
you.
you're here for a hunt, my day just opened up.
I'm gonna look at Ripple really quick and just be like, give her the side eye, like, did you see that?
I did. Seems kind of valuable to me.
Seems like we got
Seems
more
like
than
we could use a
dwarf
hunter
here.
to help track Ravis.
Should we? I'm gonna look. Can I still talk to Magolnar?
Yeah, you can walk backwards and talk to Magolnar, for sure.
Yeah,
The
I'm gonna
seven are
walk.
just kind of standing around.
I'm just gonna like backpedal to Magolnar and be like, "Hey, you seem to know this guy pretty well. How trustworthy is he?"
I would trust him with my life. And the life of everyone I loved, if I'm being honest.
Okay, okay.
Heard.
If you, if that's good enough for me. So, I think it's safe for us to tell him we're looking for Ravis.
Yeah. Yeah, we're here looking for our friend Ravis. He
Oh,
last seen somewhere here.
okay. Well, I'm quite proficient when it comes to tracking down individuals. Is there? Tell you what, I have a booth with my name on it reserved in that there tavern. And I suspect I should probably end up paying them for their front window. How about they have some drinks on me, and we'll talk about it more.
Sounds great.
Fantastic. I'll meet you inside. And he begins to walk back in.
As you begin to walk back in, everybody roll me a perception check.
15. Yet again.
Okay.
21.
Okay. Halfos,
Yes.
roll me that perception.
Oh, me too?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said everybody.
I didn't know if you were going to drop some more shit about my character. Perception, does it have anything to do with hearing or smelling?
Hearing for sure.
Oh, then I get advantage.
Okay.
That is a 17.
17. everybody hears this. You hear off in the distance a low hum, and then a boom, and then hopefully this shows up on mic. As you see overhead, a flash of silver flies by.
No. Yes.
And in the forest beyond the town, you hear a crash booming that shakes the ground. What do you all do?
Does Ripple recognize it as the ship Brahm flew away in?
It was too fast. You weren't
Too
able to make out a shape.
fast?
That looks very interesting. I look back. We should go check it out.
We should go check that out.
Are we checking it out? Do you mind if I come? I don't want to be presumptuous, but
Absolutely come with us.
Come with us.
fantastic. And he's grabbing onto his backpack and just kind of running as fast as little cornflakes.
And I look back at like, should we pick up Vera? Is she gonna be okay?
Andra looks at you and goes, "It's all right. I'll stay with her. I'll make sure she's good."
Okay.
And you guys run off as Magalnar like waves at you and goes, "Good luck. If you need help, sending stone. We'll be here." And you
Aw,
guys run off into the
Magalnar's
wood.
not coming on adventuring with us.
Magalnar's worried about his friend.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair
and
enough.
you guys run out into the woods, and as you do, you see flashes of silver between the trees, and flashes of orange as flame flares up into the sky. And you guys make it to a small, very small clearing. Natural, you're not sure, but definitely there's no trees here anymore if there were. As you see a crater in front of you, charred black with the impact and with the heat. And as you see the rear end of Bram's starfighter open up, Harby, describe your character.
Out walks a very similarly robed rabbit that we last saw. Purple robes, big oversized hat. You do notice in the one hand that was presumably in the accident has been replaced with a robotic hand.
Oh shit!
And tied
yeah.
around his waist is the arcane. There's the gun that was given to him by Scrunk.
4-shooter.
Yeah, you see a 4-shooter revolver hanging from the mechanical hand of Harvey Hare as he walks down, or walks up at this point, the off-ramp to Bram's starfighter.
Halfos looks at, whispers in Wisteria, "That one Scrunk, right?"
No.
Ripple takes off running to Harvey
You do that.
and tackles him into a hug as soon as she gets up to him.
Yeah, you do that. Harvey, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. That's a 12.
Harvey, I'm gonna say with a flying tackle, you fly diagonally off of the off ramp of this ship and down into the ash of this crater as Ripple Tidewalker, in all of her plate armored glory, just tackles you to the ground.
Can I try to acrobatics to like twist myself so I don't land on top of him?
Absolutely. Just kidding, it's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Ripple's no good, very bad day. You do twist.
Kill me?
However, Ripple, you're going to take 5 bludgeoning as you just, like, your plate armor just slams against your back as you hit the ground.
Yeah, I think Ripple lands with like a oof, and it like knocks all of the breath out of her.
Incredible.
As that happens, I'm gonna run down in the crater like Ripple, right behind Ripple, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm not gonna kill Harvey. I'm just gonna go join the dog pile and just lay on them like, Harvey!
Harvey, you fucker, where have you been?
Harvey's currently kicking because he's now pinned between like 2 very solid objects. And he's not very big.
I guess a Ripple like adjusts and moves around and lets go of Harvey so that where he's not being smushed.
Yeah,
I thought
Harvey,
you
you
were
can breathe again.
dead.
Oof. No. Oh my god. Oof.
What happened to your arm?
It was blown off.
Oh, but like you have a robot one now. Tell me about that.
Oh yeah, it's a replacement.
Actually, I
right?
can tell you a bit more about that as Bram pokes his head out from the backside of his ship. He goes, I built that, actually. While Harvey took care of the ship, I put that together.
I run up the ship and be like, Bram, Bram. I give him a big old hug. It's like, where have you? Oh my god, I missed you guys so much.
You know, I missed you too. I did my best to help Harvey out, and I think I did a pretty good job.
I think
I
you
think you
did
did
a
fucking
fantastic
great.
job.
Yeah, so
Um,
I don't know if you all remember every single little cutscene with Bram. Every single one, he picked up a new part for Harvey's arm.
Oh, hell yeah.
Incredible.
And that last one we had today was him putting the arm together.
Nice.
Anyway,
Holy
continue.
cow.
what's going on, guys?
I'm a pirate now, Harvey. That's a big change in my life. Also, you owe me a lot of money.
Oh. Oh, here's the. I'm gonna look into my like little wallet. How much? Let me see if I had before I even left. I had 382 gold. Wait, did I spend any gold in space, Matt?
No, you probably didn't.
Okay,
Is gold
so
even a
I think I still
currency
have the
in
amount.
space?
You owe me 10,000 gold, Harvey. But your houseboat, I took care of it.
Well,
You can set up a payment plan.
yeah.
It's like, come on, Ripple. He just got bagged. No need to
Well, he's
tax
been
him.
alive a while. Look at him.
But we didn't know that.
I'm gonna kind of crawl out of the hole or out of the crater, and I'm gonna look around, and I'm gonna see this like old man. I'm gonna run up to him. Oh my God, Scrunk, you got so old.
Oh
And a
no,
beard.
it's a
I've missed you, buddy, and I'm gonna give him like a big old hug.
oh, all right, that's okay. And he just instantly gives you like the warmest, like biggest hug. Even though he smells like wet dog and like alcohol, like there's a lot of love there. He says,
I'm gonna yell,
I don't quite know you. I assume you're not Sprunk. You must be Harvey, that's right.
Yeah, that's.
oh,
Wait a minute.
Harvey, that's not Skrunk.
What?
No,
You let me
I'm
hug
a
this
dwarf.
stranger?
I'm not kobold.
Oh,
But it is nice to meet you, young man.
yeah. And I'm gonna kind of back away now, feeling very uncomfortable.
Bram goes, you've met so many alien species, and now you get uncomfortable when you see a dwarf.
Have you smelled him?
No, I haven't. I technically
And
haven't
who
left
is
the ship
this?
yet.
Who is this tall drink of water?
Oh,
And Halfus
Bram
comes
Cora. Nice to meet you.
and he extends. Yep, they.
Yeah,
Big Bram.
Graham just bro handshakes you.
I'm like,
claps
Oh wait,
on
I'm
the
as
playing a
he
knee.
dwarf.
handshakes-
1 second. Let me. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
As Bram grabs his hand, I'm just gonna be like,
I understand that my hygiene might not be perfect right now, and for that I am sorry. I just got back from a hunt.
That's all right. We've been traveling in space for about a month now, and I think we've showered twice, so we're in the same boat.
Bachelor pad.
it's like, that explains the smell. But I
Wait.
missed you too much, Bram and Harvey, so I guess it's acceptable.
Wait, when did we stop for a shower?
You
Oh.
you didn't shower
Har-
when we stopped. Oh, good lord, Harvey, that explains a whole lot.
No, in space, the smell doesn't travel, right?
Harvey, that's not how it works. Every time I brought up your smell to you while we were flying, that's because you smelled.
I thought you were just bringing up that I had a powerful odor.
Yes, you do have a powerful
That means
odor.
you stink, Harvey.
It's not a good one.
I don't know. Ooh. Actually, yeah.
Ah, I miss this so much. Also, you have to tell me everything about space.
Right.
Did you get anything else cool?
DM, can I roll for like just little trinkets I would have grabbed for the party?
Absolutely. Roll. Do you have a D100?
I do have a D100.
Roll me a D100. We'll see what you get on the space random table.
There she is before you see her. It's basically a ball.
Okay.
That's an 88.
As an 88. All right. Let's see. You found. Yeah, you found a stun baton. You have in your inventory just a baton, police baton style, with a little cattle prod zapper at the end.
Eh? Eh?
What's it do?
What's it
Yeah.
what's it do, Harvey?
Everybody who's not from space has no idea what the fuck this thing is.
Oh. Well, so guys, it like channels like electricity in the front. And I'm gonna press the button to like kind of show it off.
You do that, and electricity
Eh?
cracks between the two steel prongs of the cattle prod at the tip.
Pretty cool, huh?
That's actually pretty neat.
But
We
did
know
you
what
make that yourself
electricity
there,
is?
young man?
Yeah.
That's mighty impressive.
You're
Bram
lying.
behind him is just shaking his head no.
Harvey, I thought we were working on the lying thing.
Well, and then like we put it on hold while I, it was in space.
All right. Well, Bram pipes up a little bit. He goes, "Well, the lying part actually helped us a lot in getting him the parts that we needed. Also, turns out, very good pilot. Was a little rough in the beginning.
Harvey.
He was very good at flying up until this point. I don't. Also, Harvey, I know you did just crash. I do not blame you. We were low on fuel. I kind of assumed this was going to happen.
But feel.
I'm gonna go up and put my hand on his hand, and I go, I don't blame me either.
I know you don't. You never do. And Bram looks like over the side of the crater to see if he can find something. Yeah, you're not entirely sure what he's looking for.
Fixing Harvey's arm. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I'm very good at the biomedical field. In Solar Knight training, we learned how to do field dressing. Most of the time, we usually have the parts to make a new limb that at least will serve until we get to a real doctor. However, it being 1,000 years past my time, it's a little hard to find, so it took us about a month. Sorry for the wait.
We're just glad you kept him alive, Brom. Thank
Of course. I told you I would.
you. So we are looking for Ravis.
I was
Since you
wondering
guys are
where he
back.
was.
Yeah, we are too.
Thank you.
So you
Things
Oh.
have been
have no
so.
idea.
It's not been great since you guys have been gone. In
Mm-mm.
fact, when you guys are gone, we've been kind of all three of us have been out of commission as well.
Oh.
Right. What happened?
Ripple was home out for a month, I think, right?
I was in a coma for a moment and then I
Coma.
just stayed home. Yeah, I got knocked out pretty hard, but I'm fine now.
I'm
Um,
glad you're okay.
Skrunk was in a not so great place. Did Skrunk tell us where he was at?
Did
I don't
Scrunk
know.
tell us where he was at? I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either.
Okay.
I think he probably wouldn't talk about him losing his mind in the desert all that
Yeah.
much.
Well,
That's fair.
just to put it, Skrunk was gone. We were all separated for a month. That's the easiest way to put it. Ripple was home. I'm not honestly sure where I was. Yeah. And we were all separated for a month. In fact, I think we just kind of got back together like about 2.5 weeks ago or so.
Right. I'm glad you're all okay. When I left, I thought you had it all in hand. I was really only thinking of saving Hobby. I didn't really think of. I'm sorry.
Hey, it was a
Genuinely
very
and
high.
truly.
It was a high pressure situation. We kind of thought we had it in control too, but we'll probably have to fill you in over drinks. How about that?
That sounds great to me.
Yes, drinks. They are on me at the tavern. Shall we?
That's what I
Do you
like to
need to?
hear.
Do you need to lock up your fancy boat there?
Well, I mean, it's not really movable, and we don't have any valuables anymore, so I think it's probably all right. If we can find some fuel rods, that would be nice.
I don't know what that is.
Don't worry about it. I'll find them myself, probably.
Wisteria writes on this. So Bram can make mechanical arms. Got it.
Sure can. And as you all turn to head back to the tavern, everybody roll me perception except Ripple taking that one.
Gosh darn it.
Damn.
Perception?
It's like slapping candy out of the hand of a child. It's just
Yeah, it
it's
sure
not funny
is.
anyway. It's not funny after the fourth one.
The episode is called Ripple's No Good
Ripple's
Very Bad
no
Day.
good, very bad day.
It's a dirty.
Is this
20.
a hearing or smell based?
No, it's
perception check?
visual.
Fuck. Okay, that's not good for me. That's a 9. Helpless is very old. He left his readers at home.
It's fair. Everybody else?
Dirty 20.
Hell yeah.
14.
14. With a dirty 20, 14's not going to do it. With a dirty 20, Wisteria, you see through the trees a very familiar shape. Dressed in a black suit with long black hair. Tall, almost as tall as McGolnar, if not taller. And slender and pale. You see Ravis
What the
standing
fuck?
in the woods, smiling at you. And that is where we're going to end this session of Fresh Rolls, A Time of Blood.
Damn.
I feel like I need to say that. Come on. What does that sound like? Come on, gang. We're getting the band back together.
Yeah.
Well, we fucking found him. That's great.
Let's go.
Easy.
Yeah, you fucking found him.
I don't know that it's gonna be good.
Why are you saying it like that?
I don't know.
He's just
This is exactly what we
creepy
wanted.
smiling
Yeah,
at
just
us.
the smile in
Yeah.
general. Like, why is he
Something-
not saying anything? Why is he doing creepy
He's just so
work?
happy to
It's something
find
like
us,
that.
guys. Guys. No. We have Harvey. Skunk is maybe dead. It's great. It's great.
Everything's fine.
Everything's totally fine. There's no points of contention. There's nothing wrong happening. Nothing
Nah.
like that at all.
There's no war in Bon Sing Se.
Nope.
There is no
Oh.
war in Ba Sing Se. I'm currently in the middle of a rewatch of Avatar: The Last Airbender, so good pull. Did just pass that episode.
Nice.
Chat. Well, I guess let's do the podcast outro. We're gonna keep this in so you guys know how much of a mess I am of a podcast host. Thank you all so much for listening and or watching. This has been Fresh Rolls, A Time of Blood. Ripple's No Good, Very Bad Day. Next time Ripple will maybe have a better day. I'm hoping. It depends on how Flounder rolls at this point.
Typically not well.
Typically not
Doing
well.
like
I
six
also
of those,
have
too. You still have 2
one-
more.
I have one left.
One more.
I have one left.
No.
We'll see when I use it. And also, you're allowed to use Prophetic Screw Up whenever you want if you want an easy nat 20. Just give me more ammo. Do it.
Mm-hmm.
And until next time, it has been our pleasure to serve you. Thank you and good night.
See ya, gang.
Fresh rolls out.
Yeah.
Drive home safe.
Drive safe. And
Okay.
with that, that is going to be the end of the podcast version. For Twitch, we're going to raid somebody. Let's go.
Ooh.
Oh, so
let's
much
see
stress.
Who is live right now?
How do we have so much relief and stress in one episode?
Oh my gosh,
We
my
gotta
heart
set up the rest
stopped
of-
when Ripple
rest
had
of the
1
season.
HP.
Oh,
I-
I know.
I can't tell you how much I was freaking out about the possibility of maybe killing Ripple by accident.
Oh
helping
my
you.
god.
You would
When
be. Oh
I
my
had
God.
3 HP and I had that last hit and you said 2 and I went
I'm not gonna lie, Matt. You were about to be like the reason Wisteria goes on her villain arc, okay? That would be her whole villain arc because of that moment.
No, for real. 100%.
Already terrified of the sea, and it's like now I have to summon a god to like dry out the entire world now.
I am fully prepared for, by the end of this campaign, all of you to have personal beef with me.
Oh no.
So,
I love that.
Villain arc.
it's
So we're on a level.
season. If you think season 2 so far is fucking crazy, wait till season 3.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We're gonna do some fucked up shit, and by we I mean you. I'm gonna make you do some fucked up shit.
With it.
Everybody, Fading Licked Gaming is going to be up next in our raid order. Everybody ready up. Please be kind, say hi, and if they're fucked up, we don't endorse that. Just go ahead and leave. You don't have to say anything. If they're cool, then tell them Fresh Roll sent you. Say hi, be kind, enjoy some D&D. And with that, it's time for us to end. Thank you and good night, my dudes. See you next
Bye.
week.
See you next week, y'all.
Bye.
See you next week.